Well, it finally feels like football weather, and the Wampus Cats are home tonight against longtime rival Cabot. Both are unbeaten in 7A Central Conference play, and Conway finished the first half of the season a perfect 5-0. While Cabot lost a couple of games in their non-conference season, they come in at 3-2 overall. Now, the guys on the call tonight join me now. It's Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach. And guys, we saw a new weapon last week. Major Mahar knocked in 3 field goals. But that means 3 times the offense got in the red zone and did not find the end zone. Levi, when you're 5-0, there's not a lot that's going wrong. Is this something to be concerned about in that 5th win, not getting into the end zone enough?
Well, I'll tell you who was concerned about it. If you were watching the end of our broadcast and you saw Coach Buck James gathering his troops after the game and the way he was, his body language all night on the sidelines and the way he was talking to them at the end of the game. And if you read the Democrat Gazette, the story in there, you heard directly from him. He was certainly concerned about that kind of performance. It is great to finally get to see Major Mahar and the success he had, going 3 for 3, perfect on the night. That's awesome. It was great that your defense played so well, got 2 turnovers, turned 1 into 6 points. It was great that the special teams kickoff return went back for a touchdown. But it wasn't great that your offense only put up 23 points. That's not what we expect to see from this Conway offense, and certainly wasn't what Buck James was expecting to see either. So I don't know if I would call it a red flag, but it's certainly concerning because there is a formula to beating this team, and nobody knows that formula better than the man who's the head coach right now. And I think when he saw some of the things we saw on Friday night, it was frustrating for him. And I can't wait to see how they come out tonight, because I think it's going to be a real indication if they got the message.
So the Conway offense did struggle a little bit, but this Conway defense, guys, they are playing some unbelievable football right now. They've only allowed 60 points all season. That's tops in 7A, that's tops in 6A, and only Texarkana in 5A has allowed fewer points. What's been the key in this first half of the season in this defensive dominance, Tim?
Well, I think you can point to the fact that there's really no known or visible weakness with this team. Defensive line looks great. They're not getting the sacks they got last year, but they're putting pressure on the quarterback. They're making mistakes happen in the backfield. The linebacking crew flies to the ball. The secondary, they haven't been really tested since week 1 when Carter Nye came in and did what he did. But they are showing signs now that Jacoby Wade's getting involved of putting pressure on the receivers. And so when you look at defensively as a whole, there are no known weaknesses at this point. Will they get exploited some as we get to the end of the season? Maybe there are a few kinks in there, but I think that by that time we'll be ready to go. If you look at, you talked about the number of points that we've given up this year, 60 for the year, only 21 points in the last 4 games. Now in that same span, we've been putting up some serious numbers. We're averaging right around in that same span, putting up about 47 to 50 points a game. So we are offensively giving our defense a chance to really let it go and cut it loose. So if our offense can continue to go well, I think our defense plays better off of that and really shows in the record as it stands right now.
Guys, let's talk about tonight's game. The Cats host Cabot, a bit of a revenge for everybody that was paying attention to that game a year ago. What should we know about Scott Reed's Panthers, Levi?
Well, all you need to know is that a year ago we faced them and we were undefeated, feeling good about life. Absolutely dominated us in all 3 phases of the game. That's what they did a year ago. So that's what you need to know heading into this game. I mentioned it earlier, is there is a game plan to beating our offense. And Cabot was one of the teams last year who executed it to perfection. Now, do they have the same, weapons defensively that they did a year ago? We'll see. We'll see tonight. But they know the game plan. Can they execute on it? We're going to have to see how that unfolds and how Conway responds, because they remember what happened, and they did not contain the emotions well a year ago. They're going to have to do that. It's going to be a huge game, huge atmosphere. They're going to be amped up. Cabot knows what to do. Can they do it? We'll have to see.
I think on the other side of the ball, Jeff, defensively, we saw them. They had a quarterback named Abe Owen last year who ran the ball 26 times for it seemed like 785 yards. And it was all night long. There was just gaping holes there. So they don't have that quarterback back, but they do have some weapons offensively. They may try to throw the ball a little bit more than they did last year. But I think defensively, we have the opportunity to be much better this year than we were last year, just because there is a little bit less experience in the backfield for Cabot.
Thanks, guys. You'll have the call in just a little bit. We visit with Coach Buck James in just a few minutes. But first, you'll visit with tonight's Senior Spotlight. And in the Senior Spotlight tonight, it's Carter Stapleton. Now, you talk about a program guy. Carter Stapleton is a Wampus Cat through and through. He is our Senior Spotlight. Carter Stapleton comes up next on the Conway Regional Health System pregame show.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians,
delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues here on Conway Corp. And joining us now for the Senior Spotlight, it's senior defensive back Carter Stapleton. Carter, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Carter, every week we love to start off just getting to know more about each senior's football journey. So tell us how you got started with football and what all has led up to your senior year.
I started off playing Optimus for the Saints, and then I just kind of worked my way through, going through Carl Stewart, playing with Coach Luters and Coach Moore, and then through Whiteside with Coach Kendrick and Coach Mallett up to the high school.
Now, Carter, I know that you had to overcome a significant injury, and a lot of people would hang their cleats up and say, okay, it's time to move on to something else. Can you talk about your fight and the battle that you had to get through that injury and to contribute to this team at this point?
Yes, sir. So it's always been a big thing for me since I've been coming to games since as long as I can remember, to be playing on Friday nights as a Wampus Cat. And so it was hard. I mean, there was a long recovery process, but I just knew that if I needed to stay in and stick it out, because it would help me later on in life, just being a better person.
And here you are, Carter. We've heard some stories from coaches about your interest in the military and your admiration of Pat Tillman. You play the same position, you wear the same number, sport the same hairstyle. And we've heard that you might have aspirations to serve your country after high school. What's inspired you and inspired your interest in serving, and what are your plans after high school?
Yes, sir. So I've always knew I didn't want to have a normal job. I wanted to do something bigger than just myself and doing. So after high school, I'm going to go into the Navy and try and be a Navy SEAL.
Well, and that's awesome. Congratulations. And we're thrilled that you're going to be supporting our country. So we're back home again this week, and game day prep is always different for everybody. So once classes are done, Carter, how do you mentally check in to get ready for the ball game? What do you do? What's game prep for you look like?
I'm a big music person. I like to find my spot in the film room. I have a pillow that I keep in my truck for game days, and I get in there and I put in my headphones and turn on my music and just chill out, maybe take a little bit of a nap and just get really locked in.
I kind of want to do that right now. He's senior defensive back Carter Stapleton, and he and his teammates are undefeated on the year and playing host to a monster 7A Central rival tonight in the Cabot Panthers. Carter, thanks for joining us, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Welcome back. Time now for the Coach Buck James Show. Coach and his Cats are home tonight, taking on another legendary Arkansas high school football coach, Scott Reed, and his Cabot Panthers. Let's join Coach now, along with Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach.
Thanks, Jeff. Coach, it's great that your team is 5-0 after a 36-7 victory last week against North Little Rock. Most teams would be thrilled with that outcome, and I'm sure you are thrilled on some level. But we've gotten to know you a little better, and reading your body language on the sidelines last Friday, hearing your quotes in the paper after the game, we know that you and your team expect better. And you had some opportunities to put North Little Rock away earlier in the game, but had some uncharacteristic trouble scoring touchdowns in the red zone. What were your takeaways from last week?
I was glad we won. I thought that our football team did enough to win the ball game and, handle the ball game. But, the game within the game, I was a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed in our effort, our physicalness and, just how we played away from the football. I didn't think was very good. And when we play good teams and teams that are well coached and as good as we are or a little better, I don't think we can have that kind of effort. And, I want to get it addressed. I want to get it fixed. I want to get our kids on the same page. And, I want us to play team football. Sometimes I think we get a little caught up in ourselves and whether we're catching enough balls or running behind the right guy or the left guy or whatever the case may be, that we lose our focus a little bit. And I want to address it. I don't want to sleepwalking into a big game and thinking that we are already there and we've done it and we're going to be fine. I want us to go in there and knock the door down instead of knock on the door and ask to come in. I want us to be explosive. I want us to be disciplined, and I want us to be focused.
Coach, even with that offensive kind of let down in some of the areas there, defensively, you guys have been putting on a show. You've really only allowed 12 points a game through the first 5 weeks of the season, and you're getting to play a lot of folks. You're rotating a lot of guys in on the defensive front as well as in the linebacking core and in the secondary. How do you feel about yourself defensively right now? Where do you think you stand?
Well, I think we're learning to be a pretty good defensive football team. I think we can run a little bit. I think we can. We're athletic up front. We got inexperienced linebackers. We don't have all necessarily young linebackers, but we have inexperienced linebackers, and really we have young secondary guys. And I think defensively we're way ahead of where I thought we would be. At this time, I think those guys have done a great job. Coach Pankey and his staff have really done a good job of getting those guys to be unselfish, play where they're supposed to play, do what they're supposed to do, and be physical. At first I didn't think we tackled very well. We're getting better at tackling. We're getting better at, not having that down that they just explode on us on, or that series where we just lose our focus and concentration. They're minimizing that, but I'm equally as proud of our kickoff and punt team because that's huge on our defense as well. And so I think when all those guys perform at a high level, then our defense is very good and has a chance to keep getting better. And that's what it's going to take. If we're going to make a legitimate run at all this, I think we've got to, keep improving on defense and keep creating depth for ourselves and getting guys to understand their roles and what they're capable of doing.
Coach, last year's Cabot game was a big loss for this team, and we were in that same spot a year ago as we are now, heading to this game undefeated, feeling pretty good about things. Cabot was just very physical a year ago on really in all phases of the game. What's the message to your team this week to get them past what's another really good Cabot team, and what do you expect to see out of the Panthers tonight?
Well, they're going to get hit in the mouth. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Well, you're fixing to go to a fight with a guy that's not scared of you, thinks he can win. Is he going to hit you in the mouth first and, see how long you want to stay in the fight with them. And they're very well coached. They're good and they're good kickers. The only thing they're lacking is a lot of speed. I mean, their physicalness, their strength, their scheme is all as good as we're going to see all year long. They're not as fast as probably most Cabot teams we've seen in the past several years, but they're very tough. They're very hard nosed and they're very disciplined. And we're going to have to be ready to play. Offensively. We've got to have eye discipline. They can do some things with motions and misdirections, and tight ends coming from whatever side of the field they want to come from and run crossing routes. And our defense has got to be really has played with great eye discipline. And they're going to have to be ready to for anything, because they're going to have a twist off of everything they do. And so it's a big challenge for our defense. And offensively, they're going to be physical. They're going to try to run the ball at us. Their quarterback's going to run the ball. They got a big sophomore tailback that's very explosive, and they're going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and they're going to try to lull you to sleep and then throw the ball over your head.
He's head coach Buck James, and his undefeated Wampus Cats have a pivotal 7A Central matchup with rival Cabot tonight at home. Coach, best of luck to you and your team.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
All right, we're just moments away from kickoff. The Cabot Panthers face the Wampus Cats tonight in John McConnell Stadium. Let's head there now and join the voices of the Wampus Cats, Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach, with more of the Conway Regional Health System pregame show.
Now a moment of silence.
Be back.
Now the national anthem sung by the Conway High School Choir.
Oh, we were singing the national anthem. Said they forgot to mute the mics.
Well, that was awesome. Good evening and welcome back home to John McConnell Stadium. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and tonight it is a pivotal 7A Central showdown between your number 2 ranked Conway Wampus Cats and the number 6 ranked rival Cabot Panthers.
This is the game that really sets the tone for the rest of the season. You're halfway through. This is a very critical game. As you mentioned, they are right behind. They're undefeated in conference play, just like the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, and we're going to get you all set for this high-stakes matchup with Cabot in just a few minutes. But first, we have to take a look back at what was an interesting win at North Little Rock. And I say interesting because if you just look at the final score, you'd think that you'd be pretty hard-pressed to find anything to be upset about. But our offense stalled out 3 times within the red zone. Tim, is this a cause for concern?
It is a little bit because it happened 3 times. I mean, that's a trend. When you do it once or twice, okay, there's something there. 3 times is a little bit of a trend. I think they threw something at us there in the red zone that maybe we weren't exactly prepared for and got flustered a little bit. The good news is we came away with the points. That's the excellent part. And I think that this week we will have fixed some things as we head into this ball game.
Yeah, the positive out of all of this is, hey, we got to see Major Mahar attempt and make a field goal for the first time this season. And then the second time, and then the third time, and it was all money. Tim's going to get you set on what to watch out for tonight against Cabot right after this break on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
It's a conference rivalry tonight here at John McConnell Stadium. It's Conway and Cabot. What more needs to be said? Tim, a year ago, your Wampus Cats were in essentially the same situation they are tonight. They were a perfect 5-0 on the year, getting ready to battle it out with Cabot. They were riding high, feeling unstoppable. And then Cabot controlled basically all 3 phases of the game and pulled off the upset in a dominating fashion.
Yeah, and it was start to finish. I mean, the first 2 or 3 drives, we had 2 picks, which was completely uncharacteristic. And then it just kind of built upon itself the entire game. We never got ahead. We never got that break. It was at Cabot, so there were a lot of things going on just with being at Cabot, as we all know. But it was just a tough game.
So we know that Cabot has the game plan for slowing down this Conway offense, the highest scoring offense in the 7A Central. But do they have the ability to do it again? After struggling at times against North Little Rock a week ago and the charging Wildcats defense, they employed a similar strategy against this Conway offense. Do your Wampus Cats have what it takes to push back? That takes us to Tim's 3 things.
I think tonight we have to take a look at what happened last year. We have to take advantage of every opportunity that we're given, whether that's a turnover, whether that's great field position, whatever it may be. We need to take advantage of that. If we look at what happened again last week in the red zone, that's an opportunity that we didn't really take advantage of. We got some points out of it, which is great. We can take advantage of it. Secondly, I would say we need to be physical on pass routes. Well, again, what we saw last year, both in the Bryant game and the Cabot game, was a very physical approach from the secondary and laid into us. They actually got a couple of penalties that way, but they really knocked us off of our game. We need to be physical with our receivers and run great routes. The last thing I would say is we need to make sure that we stop Cabot on 3rd downs. Now that's you want to do that with every opponent in every game. But for Cabot, it's pretty critical because their offense, even though they throw the ball some, they still want to just grind it out. They're not quite like a Springdale or even a Washita Parish in that regard, but they want to just take the ball and work it down the field. They're okay with 5-6 yards at a time. We need to stop them on 3rd downs and get them off the field.
I know it's still just week 6, but playoff implications abound tonight in this classic Conway-Cabot rivalry. We'll be back at the starting lineups after this break on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians,
delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
We are live tonight within the friendly confines of John McConnell Stadium. It's Conway versus Cabot. Let's take a look at the starting lineups.
Donovan O'Malley,
Desmond Davidson, Chris O'Neal,
Jonathan Smith,
Jackson Anderson,
Zach Colbert,
James Neal,
Q Whitehead,
Mason McEwen,
Derek Haynes,
Isaiah Bowman,
Marquise Duckett,
Monterey Jones,
Braxton Dixon Snell,
Griffin Sherrod,
Ben Chandler,
RJ Chapman,
John Paul Sexton,
Trez Hammond,
Tyus Carr,
Jacoby Wade,
Noah Files,
Max Owen,
Austin Watkins,
Major Mahar.
A few starters of note that have changed this week from a week ago. You've got Q Whitehead and Derek Haynes back in their starting spots at guard. So all the mishaps they were having a week ago all cleared out. And both of them did play last week in North Little Rock as well. But another change of note, Zach Colbert, the junior, getting started wide receiver tonight.
This is a guy, he actually has a touchdown on the year. Lead tap for the touchdown. He is extremely fast, very physical. I mean, I think his mentality matches up real well against Cabot. And so it's his first start of the year. Hoping to see some good things out of him.
Your senior captains tonight, Bradley Retzloff, receiver, Jackson Anderson, senior receiver. This is the hardest one. I'm going to mess it up. I apologize in advance. Noah Spirigliosi. I tried. And also, Derek Haynes. Coach Derek, we mentioned, back in the starting lineup.
Now we did, and we deferred.
Well, yeah, North Little Rock. We missed that we won that toss.
We did.
Because we thought surely
there's no way
we lost if we didn't receive the ball. But no. This Conway coaching staff keeping us on the track.
What a great run for football here. This is, I love when football season starts because it's always so hot. And finally we get the break. And we were looking for a series to go tonight. Football. It's going to be, I think, a great performance by the Wampus.
So Cabot won the toss. They deferred to the second half. The Wampus Cats will receive.
They're going to be a very physical team. I mean, listen, that is no change from any Cabot team I've ever seen. They pride themselves, and they are a very physical, very good team. We haven't really talked about Coach Reed, Scott Reed, who's the coach over there. A very good coach, and their personnel, they evolve. The quarterback running the ball, and so you'll expect to see some different things out of them this year.
Here come your Conway Wampus Cats, 5-0 on the year, 2-0 in 7A Central play. And Carter Stapleton, one of the seniors carrying out the flag. We talked to him in our pregame show. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening around the rest of the 7A Central tonight. Of course, Conway playing host to Cabot. You've got Bryant at Central. That game's actually at J.A. Fair.
Right.
I think all of Central's home games this year are at J.A. Fair as they're undergoing renovations. Northside is at Jonesboro. And then you've got Southwest hosting North Little Rock. I think that's a super interesting game to keep an eye on tonight.
Yeah.
Just a few moments away from the opening kick here in another entry in this classic Conway Cabot rivalry.
It is, we talk all the time about it being a situation where you can throw out the records, you can do this and that. Conway Cabot, for me, is one of those games. It doesn't really matter, and it doesn't matter whether it's baseball, basketball, football, softball, track. It doesn't matter. Conway Cabot, to me, is one of our key rivalries, and I would say probably is. Until we start beating Bryant, which is yet to happen in the last 5 or 6 years, we can get back to that. And I think they're a target, and they're circled on the schedule. But right now, man, you got to get past Cabot. I mean, I think Coach James has said it pretty well. We're not worried about anybody else at this point except what we can do and who we're playing across the way there. And tonight it's Cabot. Rivalries are all involved, but it's just going out there and taking that punch that you know you're going to get from these guys, and how do you respond?
Kicking off for Cabot, Lucas Blaylock. Wampus Cats will receive around the 5. Trez Hammond bringing it back to the near side, past the 20. Past the 25, will be taken down right before the 30.
Yeah, good run there. He got out to the edge and got a little bit of space. Good starting field position for your Wampus Cats. Now they're going to be big up front. They're going to be very physical up front. They'll run a 4-man front normally. 4-3 is their base, but they'll do all kinds of different things where they're going to bring linebackers. Gunnar Poe, number 24, is a guy that they match up with the ace receiver on the other side. He's kind of their man guy. Very physical defensive back. He's very good.
Zach Colbeth getting the start tonight. He's in motion. They fake it to Des Davidson. Get it out to Chris O'Neill in the flats. Chris. It's going to have about a 7-yard gain on first down for Conway.
Well, you start off the game with a play we have not seen yet, and you had Zach Colbeth sprinting across in a motion play, got the eyes moving, and then Chris basically followed him into the flat. Good game.
2nd and 3. Donnie looking to pass on 2nd down. Got a wide open Jonathan Smith out on the far side. Jonathan gets a first down out at the 50.
Man, great protection that time by your offensive line. That's something we didn't see a lot of last week, and I expect them to start shooting gaps with their linebackers to get that out of the way.
They bring trips to the left. They'll give it to Dez. Dez cutting back to his left, upfield. He's got a nice gain on first down.
I'm okay with the backside tackle there because that's going to push him forward. Good gain.
Give him 7, 2nd and 3. Give it to Dez again. Dez cutting it out to the right. He's got a first down, tripped up near the 35. They'll mark him at the 34. First down, Conway.
Well, that's a shoestring tackle out there by Noah Martin, or that may have gone the distance. He hit the edge very quickly.
Dez will go out to the slot. It's empty for Donnie. Donnie going over the middle of the field. Connects with Jonathan Smith. Jonathan, tough catch in traffic. And he's going to have about 9 yards.
Well, they're not going to give him the first down because he's got to get to the 14. But, boy, he stretched out there, almost got the first down. Sat down in the zone. Donnie moved a little bit there. The pocket broke down just a bit, but not a lot.
2nd and 1. Donnie getting it out quick. Trying to connect with Jonathan Smith again. It is incomplete.
Yeah, quick pass on the edge, just trying to get the first down there. That play was kind of rattled to begin with. Still 4-down territory.
3rd and 1. They give it to Dez. Right up the middle's got a first down. Stays on his feet inside the 15. It's Conway ground game. Looking good so far.
I said 14 a while ago. It was the 19.
We'll give it to Dez again. Dez going off the right tackle. There's a flag coming in back near the 12.
Coming in the area of a hold from the side judge. That or a face mask. We'll hope for a face mask. We're not going to get that.
It will be a hold against your Wampus Cats. 10:08 to play here in the first quarter.
Well, we've looked good running the ball so far, though, and I will say that that's something that when you look back even at the stats, they got that on Bowman on the edge. We've got a Cabot player down. That's the reason why I was wondering why
okay, we got timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
For communities to grow, there has to be investment from different people.
First Community Bank has been awesome. Whatever we need, they're there.
First Community Bank has been great to us. It really has.
When we took this journey and she started just everything from A to Z, even now, I feel like she has that open line of communication.
First Community Bank is a customer of ours, and we're a customer of theirs.
When we got the community center going, things just fell together.
First Community leads the pack on giving back.
We come back live here at John McConnell Stadium. It is pink and purple night.
Can always count on the classy students to show up.
Doing their part. Well, we got inside the red zone there. Now we're back outside of it. And a holding penalty is to blame for that.
Will be 1st and 20 as we come back. Donnie flushed up into the pocket. Escapes the pressure. It's going to get all the way in. Unfortunately, there is a flag back near the 25, so apologize for not getting excited.
Yeah, that was the flag came out early. You know, and we picked up the blitz pretty well there, but that's 2 back-to-back plays, holdings. Now we are 1st and 30.
Well, we had a 1st and 25 a week ago against North Little Rock, and we were able to convert that. But
this is
1st and 30 is
shooting ourselves in the foot there. I will say this. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. If it's a hold, it's a hold, absolutely. But we'll have to make sure back-to-back holding calls.
We got another injury on the field, so we'll take another timeout as well. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
The Smith Ford family is excited about this tailgate season. Home games or away, we've got the perfect vehicle for you. Broncos make getting there as much fun as being there.
And don't forget about Smith Ford's electric vehicles, the Mustang Mach-E, the F-150 Lightning, here on the lot. Come by or visit us online for the best deals around.
With the Smith Ford family, we won't be undersold.
Good look at Coach Buck James. He's got his Wampus Cats 5-0 on the year, and last week's victory at North Little Rock, his 215th win as a head coach.
Guy's done it everywhere. He's been successful everywhere. That was Aiden Cook, who was injured for the Panthers, their starting defensive end. He is walking off the field. That's a good sign, though. So now you are what, 1st and 30?
1st and 30.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a first this season.
Yeah, we're just going to have to try to manage this. Now, you got to like the fact, though, that really Donnie was able to get all of that.
Kobe Irwin in the backfield for your Wampus Cats. They fake it to him. Donnie looking deep for Jackson Anderson. Jackson just a step away from catching up to that one.
He got behind the defense there. It was there. Throw just a little too long. Great play there, though. I like that deep. We talked about this during this week. We hadn't seen that deep post route, and it was there that time.
On 2nd down, Conway looking to pass quickly out to Jackson Anderson. Hit quickly. They're going to say it's incomplete, which is a break for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah.
Did not have possession long enough to count as a possession, so it'll be incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 30 for Conway.
Well, this drive had so much promise. Back-to-back holding calls have really put a damper on it.
They have trips to the left. Colbeth, Jonathan Smith, and Chris O'Neill here on the near side. Jackson Anderson out on the far side.
Just going to rush 4 this time.
Donnie, lots of time. Looks over the middle, connects with Jonathan Smith. He's down at the 20. Gets some of that back and makes this 4th down a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, it's probably still a little bit too long, but I'll tell you the way that Major Mahar was pounding those field goals against North Little Rock probably gives him a little thought for this, but it's still too far.
His long a week ago was from 27.
Yeah, that would be a 37-yard field goal.
Keep the offense on the field. Chris O'Neill in motion to the near side. Donnie trying to find something. Steps up in the pocket. Does connect here on the near side with Kobe Irwin, but well short of the sticks. Cabot will take over on downs.
Yeah, that was doomed after the we still moved the ball again. It was 1st and 30. We ended up getting about 18, 19 of that back, but just not enough. But it was doomed after those 2 holding calls, and again, one of them we scored a touchdown. So a very much a damaging set of penalties there. Got to turn it over to the defense here and get the ball back.
So Cabot will start this drive at the 15. Our first look at the Cabot offense, and starting at quarterback is Charlie Powell. Now hand off to Vest on first down. Vest met in the middle by several Wampus Cats, but pushes the pile forward a couple yards.
Yeah, he's a strong back, and that's what they'll do. They run a basically, they'll have multiple sets, but their biggest set, or the set that they'll use the most, is an H-back set. They have a tight end.
Gavin Reardon.
Yeah, who is a dangerous guy down the seam. They've got a couple of receivers that can absolutely catch it. They just don't throw the ball a lot, but they're effective when they do.
2nd and 7. Powell looking to pass. Going deep on the outside. He connects with Hayes Cox. Chased down by Noah Files.
We have a flag way back here in the back.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Like
at
the
the
sound of
40-yard line. I don't know what it's for, though. That's a weird place to throw it. The play had already been completed. Now, it could be a hold back here. Sideline warning. Yeah, that's not going to do anything other than they now have one out of their. They get another one. It's a 15-yard penalty.
So big play makes it 1st and 10 from the 49 for the Panthers.
Got a little bit of a great throw by the way, by Powell. Hit him right in stride.
Give it to Vest. Vest working the left side. Lots of blue jerseys flying to the ball. MJ Jones in there. Kesey stuck it in there as well. Of course, who else? Ben Chandler.
Ben Chandler. Good gang tackle that time by your Wampus Cats. Made contact pretty much right at the line of scrimmage, and he was able just to nudge it forward a bit.
Gain of just 1, 2nd and 9. Powell looking to pass here on 2nd down. Connects with Lynch. Lynch gets upfield really close to that 1st down marker.
I think they're going to give it to him. I can't tell.
Yeah, they're giving it to him.
So 2 good passes by Powell, one in the flat, one in the deep crossing route. That's where they've done their damage so far.
Makes it 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cabot's taking the crowd out of the ball game at this point.
Reardon in motion. They'll give it to Vest on the counter. Oh, Griffin Sherrod getting in the backfield and wrapping him up. It'll be a loss of about 1.
Yes, sir, that is the way you do that. Got him in the backfield from the backside. The play was a little in developing, but they had everybody pulled to try to get that spot opened up. Nothing doing because Sherrod was there on the backside.
Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11. Flag coming in out on the far side. Looks like early motion against the Panthers.
That'll help. Brings up 2nd and 16. Now they've had success throwing the ball. I mean, we've got it. That's something that you prepared for. They have had success throwing the ball. So you've got to acknowledge that. You've got to get a different scheme going out in the flat. Make sure they don't get deep on you, though.
Cox goes in motion. They give it to him. Stood up by Trez Hammond on the far side boundary.
Man can play some coverage, and he can play the spot of coming up. This is your cornerback taking on the block, getting rid of it, and have a seat.
Cox tried to jump over, but Trez Hammond just too fast for that.
He's a great shed of the block there on that spot. All right, throwing down, passing down here for Cabot.
3rd and 16. Trying to get Conway to jump, get some of that back. Lynch in the slot here on the near side. Reardon goes in motion.
Be careful of him.
Looking for Cox. Cox almost got the one-handed grab. It falls incomplete. Would have been a remarkable, and there's a holding flag coming in. Although I imagine Conway.
I don't know. You know, the thing about it is, he's going to decline. He is going to decline.
He will decline it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of in that weird zone, but it was 3rd and 16, and again, penalties doing in the offense.
Cabot has a really good punter.
Yeah.
Samuel Dubwig, a senior. Looks more like a linebacker out there, but
Now, I will say this. I mean, it's been a long time, but the first game they played against, was it Fayetteville? I believe it was Fayetteville. The first 3 attempts at punting, they snapped the ball over the punter's head for safeties. Then they had a punt blocked against Southwest, but he can absolutely kill it.
Flag coming in out on the far side. He's going to back it up some more for the Panthers.
We had one guy, our guy was clapping. I always like to see that.
Yeah, back it up some more.
Gunnar Poe, great name for your outside guy on a punt coverage team is Gunnar Poe. But to your point, this guy's got a leg. If he can get it off, it's going to be a good punt more than likely.
Good snap, good high punt. Back to Trez Hammond. Trez takes it back at the 10. Or that's Jacoby Wade.
Yeah, that's Jacoby.
I thought he fair caught it. No. There's a lot of traffic over there. But
what are you doing?
Why would I think that?
I don't know. That's ridiculous. Of course, Jacoby is not going to fair catch it. Boy, I mean, had a guy in his face, in his grill, and that was that he did not fair catch it, but he caught it about the 10-yard line,
10,
inside
yeah.
the 10. End up at the 25, 24. That's nice.
Why would I doubt
I don't
Jacoby Wade? It doesn't make any sense.
Caden Henderson in the backfield for your Wampus Cats now.
All right, our first look at Caden. He'll run behind Heath Owen. Heath in there as the H-back.
Did not get anything there.
Heath will come off. Jonathan Smith checking back in. So no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Conway will go back to its 4-receiver set. Fake it to Caden. Quick pass out to Chris O'Neill. Chris trying to get around. He breaks out of 2 tackles. It's going to have a first down. Finally goes down around the 37. Chris O'Neill just slicing through 2 defenders.
Tell you, he shucked Gunnar Poe, who's one of their best tacklers. Watch this. Comes up and takes on right at the 30-yard line, says, get off.
1st and 10 Conway. Pressure coming in from behind, too much. And they get to Donnie. It was DeCaleb Rudolph with the sack.
I was watching Chris O'Neill down the field trying to work free. I could not tell if they brought any extra, but they've been running mostly 4 out there, but they will zip their linebackers.
Loss of 5 makes it 2nd and 15. A designed run here for Donnie. He'll slide down. Hit coming in pretty high. No flag on the play. Donnie was giving himself up.
This is the difference in high school and pros. In the pros, that's an immediate flag. In college, that's an immediate flag, but high school, it's not.
Nice gain from Donnie. He's going to make it about 3rd and 4. Empty backfield. Donnie flushed out to his right. He's going to run it right near the sticks. They'll give him forward progress at the 50. That'll be enough for a first down.
Now that's not a designed run there. That was one that he got on his own. But the first one was, and that will slow down some of this pressure they're getting. That's a great call 2 plays ago by Coach Kelly. It's exactly what you want to see.
Give it to Caden on first down. Caden following behind the big guys. Going to lean forward for a gain of maybe 1, maybe call it 2. Got another Cabot defender down back near the 35.
It's like a cramp. We actually got,
got 2 Cabot defenders now. We'll go ahead and take a break here as they attend to them on the field. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Well, got both defenders up. It was Hunter Corbishley was one of them. The other was Aiden Harris. Both of them appeared to have cramps.
Yeah. So they both start on the defensive line. We do see Aiden Cook, who was injured earlier. He's back out there for Cabot.
Conway coming back out with this H-back set. Heath Owen Back out there wearing number 44
Okay, so he
for the
is
time.
pass eligible at this point.
Colbeth split out here on the near side. Chris O'Neill on the slot on the far side. They'll give it to Dez. Dez quickly turning upfield. He's going to get down inside the 45. They'll mark him at the 44. He's going to bring up third and about 4.
I know Coach Kelly, if we manage to get back to the line of scrimmage or better, this is 4 down territory for your Wampus Cats.
2 receivers to each side for Donnie. They fake to Dez, get it out to Chris quickly. Great block from Colbeth. Chris stays on his feet down near the 30. First down, Conway.
I mean, I don't know what is better about Chris O'Neill, his ability to get open, the speed that he has, or his ability to run after catch. This guy is absolutely killer after the catch.
They move trips to the right. They give it to Dez. Dez working up the middle. It's a pretty good gain where he made contact.
Yeah, and if you're going to sling our guy, go ahead and sling him forward.
Sling him forward, yeah.
That's the ticket.
We'll take the help. Man, that's like a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Donnie got Colbeth open on the drag route. Led him a little too far, incomplete.
Yeah, that was there though. That he makes just about a yard closer to Zach Colbeth there. That's going to be a first down at the very least. Another timeout.
Colbeth comes off. Moose Grimes checks in.
We got a player coming off again for Cabot. Brent Bean is coming out.
Checking in. That is number 99, Caden Smith, a sophomore. 3rd and 6. Donnie looking near side. He's going to run it. Dives forward. Only picks up about 2 yards.
All right, 4 down territory here.
Looked more like a design run there.
Yeah, that was a design run.
Down at the 23-yard line.
They'll mark it at the 23. It's going to be 4th and 3.
You might watch Donnie here for a drop back, and then if it's not there, take off kind of quarterback draw.
Looking over the middle, he has Chris O'Neill. Chris bobbles it and then hauls it in for the 23-yard touchdown. Conway.
He caught it 5 times. Give him 5 scores. What a great throw that time, and really good concentration in the end zone there by Chris O'Neill. Man, that was a dart.
12th touchdown on the year for Chris O'Neill, and the 75th career passing touchdown for Donnie Omalo.
Man, what a career this guy's had. My goodness.
Extra point is up, and it's good. Conway taking the early lead. 7-0. 2:05 to play here in the first quarter. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Jeff Matthews. You've probably seen commercials like this one for Conway Corp TV, our streaming video service. And maybe you thought you would get around to calling and making the switch. Well, I'm here to remind you to make the call. Now is the time. Stream your favorite channels of live TV at home or on the go on the Conway Corp TV app. You'll love innovative features like Restart TV, Replay TV, and the Cloud DVR. Call us at 501-450-6000 and make the switch to Conway Corp TV today.
Live tonight at John McConnell Stadium, and we just witnessed the 75th career passing touchdown for Donovan Omalo.
It is, you saw the student section there, it's Purple Night in honor of Corey Bartholomew, who last year at this time lost her life, and she was a special person here at our school. And this year they sold some buttons and different things, and the proceeds are going to a grant that's the Corey Bartholomew grant. Great job by Marty Jones getting that thing organized.
Mari Kreiner will return it. Finds a seam, breaks through. Major Mahar trying to slow him down. Kyler Smith and Trez Hammond will chase him down. Huge return for Cabot inside the 25.
Yeah, that's the guy they had. That's their backup running back, and he is obviously lightning fast. He made one good wiggle and he was off to the races. But the good news is your Wampus Cats have a couple of guys who are pretty fast themselves. Now, that's not how you want to bounce back after getting a good score, good long drive, is to give them only 23 yards to get. Time for the defense to rise up.
1:54 to play here in the first quarter. Cabot with great starting field position after the Conway touchdown. They fake it to Vest. Powell looking deep in the end zone. What a job by Jacoby Wade catching up and getting a hand on that one.
They had a brief moment there where it looked like it was open, but they had two receivers that were.
This is a look at the Chris O'Neal touchdown pass.
1, 2, 3.
Goodness gracious.
Take it.
About gave me a heart attack.
Yeah, on the last play, they had a couple guys on their side that were in the same area, and you don't normally like to see that because that brings two defenders into the mix.
You had Noah Files back there, and then Jacoby Wade attacking, catching up
from one side, but they did get behind us, so we've got a guy uncovered all the way out to the side.
Noah Files sees it. That gets Trez Hammond out there. They pitch it to Vest. Ben Chandler just flying to the ball.
That's a motor right there. Ben Chandler from the backside. I mean, he is an elite level tackler, man. This guy can absolutely fly to the ball. Great instincts. His dad, Ben Chandler, played for the Wampus Cats back when I was in high school. Graduated in '83. All-state performer, fullback, played basketball, did it all.
So 2 plays. Cabot's got nothing so far. It's 3rd and 11. Powell gets it out. Intended receiver fell. A flag coming in. As John Paul Saxon was on Gavin Reardon, it looked like Reardon just fell.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again, but they are going to call it. I don't know, Keith, if we have that or not, but he fell, whether that was contact from our defense or not. It does not give them a first down, however. It should be, yes it does. Yep, first down. Just enough for a first down.
Here's a look at it here.
Oh yeah, no, that completely incidental. So that's, unfortunate call, but it is what it is.
1st and 10 from the 12. Cabot going with a heavier set here. Reardon in motion. They give it to Vest on the counter. Not much room on that left side. Maybe a gain of 1. Man, there's been so much push from your Conway defense.
Yeah, it's been gang. It's not been just one guy on that side over there. It has been gang tackle. I mean, there's not any room right now for their running back.
Braxton Nixon in there on the line. MJ Jones. Griffin Sherrod and Kesey stuck at your starters.
You got to think a pass is coming here.
Bring motion. Powell rolling out near side. Connects with the receiver. He almost slips, keeps his feet. It's going to be a short gain.
Well, he was absolutely wide open. Nobody there. He slipped out into the flat.
Was Dropkin.
Yeah, and he was Dropkin after about a 4-yard gain. But there was nobody there. We were very fortunate that he stumbled.
Yeah, they spot the ball at the 8. 3rd and 6 coming up. Reardon checking back in. Dropkin will come off for Cabot.
Now, Reardon is guy number 81. You'll see him coming into your picture there. He's their tight end. Big dude, good hands, really, really good player. He's going to line up in the H-back to start with.
The lineman lost something there.
I got to call timeout.
Okay, Cabot will call timeout, and we will take it with him. 24 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Big 3rd down coming up here on Conway Corp.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Live tonight at John McConnell Stadium. Huge conference rivalry. Conway and Cabot. Wampus Cats up 7-0, but a big kickoff return has Cabot in a dangerous position here with 3rd and 6 coming up.
Well, that and along with on both sides of the ball, penalties have played a big factor thus far in the first half.
It was a factor a year ago. Both teams 12 penalties a year ago.
It was a penalty fest.
Vest to Powell's left. Reardon goes in motion. Powell dropping back. Looks over the middle. Oh, tip pass. Wampus Cats trying to catch up to it. Falls incomplete, and Cabot will bring on the field goal unit.
Wow, we had a chance there. Ball popped straight up. Just couldn't get a guy there in time. Good stop that time by your defense. Bowing up after having to start on their own 23-yard line.
Dean Heyer handles the field goals and extra points for Cabot.
Pretty good kicker here.
This will be a 25-yard attempt. Dubwick holds, it's blocked. Conway picks it up, moving the pile. I don't know who came up with it. They advance it to the 20. What a play by special teams here for your Wampus Cats.
See who gets it off the, yeah.
Was it Tice,
Well,
or was it in the middle?
Tice, I could not tell. Can we run that back one more time? I think we have enough time, Keith, to get that one more time.
Tice came off the edge. I don't know if there was pressure in the middle that may have got it.
Yeah, we did have a guy break through in the middle, and then Tice from the outside edge. Wow, what a great stand by your defense. No points for the Cabot Panthers. That's a beauty.
Wampus Cats will start this drive at the 21. The Conway crowd loving it. Special teams came up big a week ago.
Yeah, they did.
Making an impact here. A gift to Dez, flip it to Chris O'Neill. Chris following behind Donovan Amalo. Flag coming in. Back near the 15. And you hear the sigh from Tim Roach.
That's the third hold so far tonight.
Crowd starting to voice their displeasure as well.
I mean, and it's been 3 big plays.
Chris O'Neill, helmet comes off. He'll have to come off. CJ Neely will check in for him. It's going to be 1st and 20.
Yeah, he didn't give the player's name or number, but wow, what a killer play that was. That's a first down, moving the ball.
After the holding penalty, be 1st and 20, Wampus Cats.
So with 1 second to play here in the first quarter, Conway backed up. Ball at the 11 now. Kobe Irwin lined up at H-back position. They fake it to Dez. Donnie getting it out to Jackson Anderson on the far side. Nice catch from Jackson.
That's a real good catch.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Conway up 7-0 here at John McConnell Stadium. Back with the second quarter after this break on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Second quarter coming up here on Conway Corp. Conway up 7-0. Cabot was in, had a good look, a good chance at scoring, and a blocked field goal from your Wampus Cat special teams keeps them off the board in the first quarter.
Yeah, nicely done. I mean, you had a special teams let down, and then turn around and you had a special teams great play to keep them off the board. Now, I will tell you again, everybody that knows me knows that I kind of hang some on the officials here, but this is the 3rd offensive holding call on the Wampus Cats. They've all been very critical, obviously. It's from this year, if I understand this correctly, it's from the line of scrimmage or wherever the ball was to begin to play. It's not a spot foul, because in this case, it would have been a lot longer because it was thrown so far back in the backfield. So that's good news, I guess, out of that. But we've got to, whatever we're doing, we're going to need to stop doing that because it's caught the eye of the official.
Conway going to come out with a little bit of a bigger set. You got Colin Croft. Or I guess he's just in at tackle.
Yeah, and Chris O'Neill is set up in the H-back now. He may go in motion from there.
2nd and 11. They fake it to Dez. Donnie gets it out to Chris O'Neal. Perfectly placed pass. Chris O'Neal turning on the Jets. Taken down just inside the 35. They'll mark him at the 32. What a play.
So he comes in off of the H position, runs a flat out toward the boundary. They did a kind of a pump fake there, and just he completely lost his guy.
They give it to Dez. Dez cuts it back up the middle. He's got a gain of, nice gain. Goodness, they're going to give him about 5.
Yeah. They're slinging him forward. I love this whole concept of the forward tackle.
He's up over 40 yards rushing now here in the first half.
Good block.
Donnie rolling out. There's Chris O'Neal and no one near him. Picks up the first down inside the 15. Finally forced down. He got near the 10.
The ball came out. Fortunately, it came out of bounds. That was a great pickup block that time by Des Davidson. I mean, absolute pop at the line of scrimmage. They are starting to try to get some pressure on Donnie.
1st and 10. Donnie, empty set here. Gets it out quick to Des Davidson. Des cutting upfield, carrying Cabot defenders on his back all the way down to the 1.
Nice play. I love that. This is the second time we've seen that play.
Got a Cabot defender down on the turf.
That was right at the point of contact with Dez.
He's showing some movement now, so that's a good thing. We'll go ahead and hold it here.
Getting a lot. And at high school level, it's a tougher deal, and I don't even want to talk about it. But there have been a lot of injuries when we're moving so quickly. So at the next levels, there's a lot of complaints about that's the way you slow down a fast-paced offense. Is you have people that get injuries. Now, I would never suggest that here at all.
No, there was a lot of contact there from Des Davidson.
But there have been a lot of injuries, and it's been when we've been moving the ball. And so, boy, you hate it for this, though. I mean, that was at the point of contact. And Dez was at the goal line and really laid the lumber in there. So, man, I hope he's okay.
Wampus Cats going to have a chance. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1. Isaiah Bowman checking back in to the Conway huddle. That's who was missing a tackle.
They're getting him up. That's good news. All right. And I couldn't tell who it was. But it was a defensive lineman. It can't be. He's so big. 59.
59. That is DeCaleb Rudolph, who had the sack earlier.
Yeah. And he's they list him as a backup, but he's played. I think he plays more than that. I think he's fairly much the starter there. All right, 1st and goal at the 1.
Kesey Stuckett going out with the offense.
What is Kesey? Does Kesey know that we still have the ball?
Well, I don't see Donovan. Okay, I do see Donovan. Okay. I was like, is he about to run the Wildcat or something?
No, Kesey running the Wildcat. I do not think that's the case. I'm going to go out on a limb there.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. Kesey and Griffin Sherrod out there as well.
Quick jack to the line of scrimmage.
Donovan Amalo.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Conway.
How many is that on the year rushing touchdowns for Donnie?
That is his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and his 20th for his career.
Wow, that's what, 95 touchdowns? Is that what he's at now for his career? 75 passing, 20 rushing. That's a healthy career.
95 total, on the career.
We're missing a guy. That's not going to be. We still have 16 seconds. We are missing somebody.
Max Owen called it out. It's part of his duties is to count everybody.
Yeah. Here goes Moose Grimes saving the day. Just don't take a penalty. Just take your time. They got it off.
They get it off in time. Extra point gets through. Conway 14-0. 10:57 to play here in the first half. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security. Bank better.
Well, after Conway gets a blocked field goal, they march down the field, and Donovan Omalo punches it in from 1 yard out, his 20th career rushing touchdown.
And they overcame a pretty devastating holding penalty in the process, so that's a good sign as well. That's the second red zone touchdown of the night. 2 for 2.
And that's important to call out because we struggled in the red zone a week ago.
Yeah. Message was sent and message was received.
Kick is away from Major Mahar. Another penalty.
Offsides, and we were, by the way, I'll try to call it like I see it, Dave. We were off. You have to be across, your full body has to be across the line of scrimmage or the line to kick. And we had somebody on that far side that was definitely passed.
We'll back it up. Spotted at the 35 now.
Man, special teams has been an adventure tonight. A great play with your field goal block. Not so good on the kickoff team where they got us down to the 23, and then there you have an offsides.
Kick is away, will be taken in by Hayes Cox. Jacoby Wade flying in, Superman.
Unfortunately, Jacoby, you have to come. Jacoby wanting to stay in. I get
mean,
that.
He was fully extended.
Oh yeah, that's it. Listen, that guy's just a football dude. He plays the game very well. Love me some Jacoby Wade.
So Carter Stapleton will be in, our senior spotlight tonight.
Replacing the aforementioned Jacoby Wade, who has to come out because his helmet came off. All right, you're going to get Cabot's best shot here. They're down 2 scores. They don't want to see it get any more.
Coach Scott Reed was talking quite a bit with Gavin Reardon.
They're bringing in Kreiner
for a little wildcat. No,
but he is definitely the speed back out of the two that they have.
Give it to him. Chased down from behind by Griffin Sherrod.
Yeah, great job there. He wasn't going to get much beyond that anyway, but great job to get his legs. He can definitely make guys miss. He is a threat. He was the guy on kickoff.
Yeah.
So this guy can absolutely fly.
3-yard gain makes it 2nd and 7.
They rarely have they run back-to-back plays, but with Kreiner in, they may do that.
Reardon in motion. They'll pitch it to Kreiner. Ben Chandler chasing him down, and R.J. Chapman helping finish it off.
Wow, I mean, Ben Chandler has been so fast the ball, and R.J. getting involved as well. That's some speed on the outside edge. Look here, Ben Chandler, forget the angles, man. He just absolutely collapsed that, and R.J. with a cleanup. Man, that's nice.
I don't know I've ever seen Ben Chandler this fast.
Man, I'm not sure what's going on.
It's Cabot. That's what it is. He is amped to a new level.
All right,
makes it 3rd and 11 after a loss of 4. They fake it to Kreiner. Braxton Nixon-Snell almost got to him. They're going deep. Jacoby Wade turns around, picks it off. Past the 50. Trez Hammond with a massive block on the return.
Wow. That is how you do that. We had it covered deep. Trez was there and had it covered deep. Jacoby playing center field, undercut. What a play.
4th interception on the year for Jacoby Wade. It's the 5th interception from this Conway defense as Braxton Nixon-Snell helped cause some of this.
Trez had it covered up long. Jacoby coming back.
Watch number 7 here.
Yes. No.
Oh, actually, it was. Who was that on the?
Is that Tice?
Might have been Tice, yeah. They fake it to Irwin. Quick pass out to Jonathan Smith here on the near side slot. Jonathan gets a first down.
By the way, that's 3 picks, right? Am I right? 3 picks in the last 2 games for Jacoby Wade. He had 2 against North Little Rock.
And 1 back at Ouachita Parish.
Yeah, this guy's having a season, man.
Conway offense moving fast. They fake it to Irwin again. Same play. Almost the exact same play. They find Jonathan Smith in the slot again.
Do it again. No, I probably won't do it the third time. But love that play. Quick hitch right there. That'll set up the long ball coming up.
2nd and 2. Give it to Kobe Irwin. Kobe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kobe Irwin, the ball carrier.
Yeah, it's going to be on us. They're going to call a hold.
Oh, is there another flag coming in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a hold from the umpire this time.
I missed that one. I am impressed with the restraint that you're showing, Tim Roach.
It's beyond. Well, so at some point in time, you just go beyond it and you go whatever, and that's where I am with this. Now, if we're doing it, let's get it cleaned up. But that is 4 holding penalties in the first half.
Twins stacked on each side on 2nd and 12. Donnie finds Jonathan Smith again. Nice pickup on 2nd down. Gets most of that back. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Nicely done, Jonathan Smith. This is the Jonathan Smith drive. He's
had like 5 catches already tonight.
4 down territory.
They give it to Kobe. Kobe following behind Q Whitehead. He's going to have a 1st down, moving the chains for your Wampus Cats.
Great job. This is crunch time right here. I mean, this is a critical moment in the game. You got Kobe Irwin in there. Got a lot of faith in Kobe Irwin.
He'll move out to the slot. It'll be empty for Donnie. They'll look to the side for the call.
They're running a 4-2 right now up front. Let's see if they bring them. They do not.
Donnie's going to run. Takes a big hit right at the 15. Bounces back up.
You don't want to do a lot of that. That was
got another Cabot defender down. And the Conway coach is furious.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to. Chris O'Neill just fell down. You need to don't do that. Don't. Yeah, and the officials tell him that, as he should. I've seen that move before.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So now Buck James is having the conversation with the official.
He is on fire.
And I can see the official saying something along the lines, I see it, I get it, whatever.
Well, you've been worried about this for going on 2 years now.
Had a long time to stew on it. But, I mean, this is now the 6th injury for the Panthers. And I'm not saying it's anything, but I'm just saying that that's just the facts.
There's been a lot of official timeouts.
Yeah. Coach James has seen enough.
Second and short. Des Davidson says, enough.
Enough.
Touchdown, Conway.
That was one wiggle at the line of scrimmage, and it was wide open. Fantastic job by your offensive line. And then it was all Des Davidson after that. And that's what throwing the ball well will do for you. Look at this. Great pull. Oh, what a great block.
That's 50.
James Neal.
Oh, James Neal.
James Neal, great job, 66. That's you again, baby.
5th rushing touchdown on the year for Des Davidson. Extra point is up, and it's good. Conway on top, 21-0. 7:50 to play here in the first half. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Well, we're on Donnie watch all season. We've told you about his 75th passing touchdown, his 20th career rushing touchdown, and now tonight another milestone. He's got 211 passing yards on the night. That puts him over 7,000 career passing yards.
Well, the Conway record books, I don't know what they are. Do you know where that stands?
I don't, but he's got to have it.
Stats?
He's got to have it.
Well, I'd have to.
Because we had this conversation in 2020 when Ben Weiss had the monster season he had.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was just one season. I can't imagine. I mean, I guess Braylon Smith would be the only other.
Braylon would be a guy that you'd look at.
Hayes Cox on the return. Noah
good
Files
job.
slows him down, knocks him down, and Cabot will take over at the 21.
Good play there. Again, all right, so 3 times now you've been in the red zone, 3 touchdowns. That's awesome. That's the way this thing works. Watch this block right here by number 66. Q's out there leveling his guy, puts his guy to the ground with a pancake, but James Neal does the same. When that happens, Dez is very thankful.
Yeah.
And he is gracious to his offensive line. Some Chick-fil-A coming, I would think, at some point in time.
Well, this has been, I mean, I think this has easily been Dez's best game so far.
Yeah. How many rushing yards does Dez have?
He is up to 54 now on
that's
7 carries.
That's with 7 minutes to go in the half.
Powell under pressure. Keyshawn Ekman with the sack.
Yeah, and I will give you, again, the defensive line gets the credit for that, but I will also tell you that Trez had his guy locked up, and that's where he was headed. 14, watch right here at the cross. There is nothing there, and that's where he was going to go. Great job by Trez and a great push by your defensive line.
Ekman just blew past Hayden Smith. Loss of 8, second and 18. Powell looking to pass. Over the middle, finds Reardon. Been waiting for that tonight. Reardon, he's a big guy out there. He picks up the first down after it was 2nd and 18.
Yes, he ran the seam route, and that's the fear with that guy. I mean, he's an absolute weapon. If he gets his body in front or in between you and the ball, I mean, there's just no way you're going to go through that. He's a bigger than normal high school guy, and really good hands.
I actually got to meet him back in the summer. He was the
501
football player from Cabot, and he was great to talk to. They hand off the vest here on first down. He gets it to the 40, short gain on first down.
Again, good tackles at the defensive line point. We're getting contact right at the line of scrimmage, and sometimes right behind the line of scrimmage, and there's just not a lot there so far.
2nd and 8. They give it to Vest. Vest, big hole. He's got a first down and more down to the 45.
They ran the ball for the first time, I think, tonight, back-to-back plays, and we missed our gap. Good run that time.
Past the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter, Cabot finally getting some things going offensively.
Yeah, and I think trying to see that it's hard to see with where it is right now. And I think that's Cale Turner, the quarterback.
They'll give it to Vest. Vest met in the backfield. Almost got back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
Cale Turner, number 9, is indeed the quarterback at this point. He's the arm of the two. He is a Oklahoma State commit, I believe, out of Cabot. He's a pitcher for the Panthers on their baseball team.
And we saw this a week ago in their game against Southwest. He came in the second quarter for two drives, and didn't know if it was an injury thing, but it really does seem to be like they just kind of trying to find who has the hot hand. 2nd and long, he's passing here. That's going to be an easy call for the official as Jacoby Wade came in and just got tripped up with Gabe Lynch.
Yeah, that's a good call. Went through the wide receiver and too much contact there, took him down.
Braxton Nixon-Snell
got
got the pressure again.
He wasn't going to catch it. I mean, and I get that, but that doesn't negate the penalty. That's you still have that penalty.
It's at least the second time tonight that Nixon-Snell's got some pressure.
That's about 6 or 7 penalties on the Wampus Cats here in the first half.
Well, I can tell you, I think that's the 6th. Only one against Cabot. Turner going deep, short ball. No chance, really. Cox tried to come back and get it.
Well, you could have called offensive pass interference for a push off there. You're not going to get that call, but that was the case.
Going to make it 2nd and 10 from the 31.
That's the thing, and I mean, I hope he doesn't prove me wrong, but that's the thing. A little bit of thing that I've seen on the film with Cale Turner is that got a real live arm. He's got a really kind of a real clean delivery, but sometimes spotting it upright is trouble.
They'll give it to Vest out on the right side. It's going to fall forward. Gain of about 4. And a flag's coming in. 2 flags coming in. Ben Chandler will come off. Xavier Wright checking in for him. Kesey Stuckett. John Paul Saxton checking in as well.
Well, it's going to be of a personal foul or unsportsmanlike penalty perspective. Just don't know if it's offsetting, if it's just on the Wampus Cats, or if it's just on the Panthers.
Best case scenario, just on the Panthers.
We're not going to get the best case, I can guarantee it.
There will be one against your Wampus Cats. And that's it. So it will be a first down for Cabot. It's called on Griffin Sherrod.
Got to play within ourselves. Don't show all of that emotion.
Well, that was a problem a year ago.
It was.
As there were 4 personal fouls against your Wampus Cats in that game.
Well, that's an unsportsmanlike, so you can't get a second one. They're marking that down. That's the reason why they're taking the moment to mark it. Well, they've gotten a lot of help in this drive, and they didn't really need it that much. They moved the ball pretty well on their own, but boy, they've got some help here.
7th penalty against your Wampus Cats moves the ball to the 14. Turner looking for the end zone, nobody there. Incomplete.
Good pressure that time on the backside from Kesey. He got to him a little bit late, but it was enough to make him throw the ball a little bit early.
.437 to play here in the first half. Wampus Cats up 21-0. Trying to keep Cabot off the board.
Yeah, I don't know that they are thinking field goal here, so you could see a run here on 2nd down to try to get a chunk of this back and make it more playable for 4 downs.
Turner under pressure, lobs it up, diving for the ball, and he got it. Noah Files with the interception in the end zone.
Pressure from your defensive lineman into the face of Cale Turner. Bobbled the ball, floated out of there, and a great cut by Noah Files at the goal line to come up with a great catch that time.
Get a look at it here.
Watch the pressure here.
Pressure right in his face.
Braxton Nixon, I believe.
What a play. Noah Files diving in the end zone. Enter Cabot Panther threat. 2nd interception of the night for this Conway defense. And that's 6 now on the year.
What a great play by your defense.
With 4:30 to play, Conway a chance to add to this lead. They get it out of Chris O'Neill in the flats. Chris taking a big hit from Ross Baxter.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're very physical. I mean, again, we've talked about this all along. It was an open space, just a good solid tackle.
Blake Kordsmeyer in the slot at receiver. 2nd and 10. Donnie, another designed run. Wide open up the middle. He's going to slide after getting enough for the first down.
Didn't get a good mark, but it's still enough.
Spotted at the 31.
4 minutes to go, plenty of time for this Wampus Cat offense. Coming off the edge.
They give it to Caden Henderson. Caden's going to pick up about 2.
Almost got the slip there. We ran right where they vacated, but they had enough pressure from the inside to make that happen, but they were coming in off the outside edge. They brought that 5th guy.
They'll move trips to the near side.
Bring it again.
2nd and 8. Donnie having to step up. He's going to run again. Slides. He's going to be past the first down marker. Well, at least from the far side judge, or the near side judge has it right at the line.
Yeah, they are
still enough.
It looks like they've given him the first down. And they're giving him the first down.
That's confusing.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He does get it. Well, Donnie's run more tonight than I think he might have all season.
That's what they're giving us. They're coming off the edge. They're unloading. Oh.
Des Davidson almost broke away from that.
Yeah.
They get him just behind the line of scrimmage. That could have been a lot worse for Cabot.
That's 3 or 4 plays in a row now where on their right side, in this last the last 2 plays, it's been Logan Eason off the edge. Now they play back.
Donnie rolling out near side. He's got Chris O'Neal. I don't know if Williams might have got a hand on it, but
he probably did. He flashed in front regardless, and it was just it looked like Chris never really got his eyes on it. Now I will tell you, great route by Jackson Anderson underneath. It was also open. He chose to go the deep route, but Jackson had really broken his guy off and was wide open on the boundary at about the 40-yard line.
3rd and 1, trips to the right.
3rd and 11.
Excuse me, 3rd and 11. Donnie thought he got
did.
Logan Eason to jump off sides, no call. Donnie over the middle, it's picked off. A lot of open space here on the near side for Ross Baxter. They do get him down. Going to be marked at the 11.
That's too bad, too. C.J. Neely had really broken clear. It was the better option of the two. Just not a great decision that time by Donnie.
Just the 2nd interception of the year by Malo.
C.J. Neely right across the middle there had found a spot in the zone. They were playing for that deep spot there. He just sat down and cut in front.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for Cabot from the 11, 2:35 to play. See if this defense can step up again.
Cale Turner still in at quarterback.
Turner fakes it to Vest, looking over the middle. Jacoby Wade right there. Well-timed hit.
That was perfect play by Jacoby Wade right as the ball got there. 2:31 now. The difficulty that Cabot has here as well is even if they score, you don't want to give the Wampus Cats too much time to try to counter. We don't need a whole lot of time. So they got to be careful about that. We have
all our
three
timeouts
yeah.
as well. They send Tatum in motion. Turner rolling out to his right. Ben Chandler bringing the pressure. Kesey Stuckett chasing as well. Turner, man, he really turned that corner and got upfield close to the 1st down marker.
Yeah, he did. That was a great run by Turner. I thought we had him really at about the 7 or 8 yard line.
He is short by about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
They bring in that's Cooper Powell, number 0, to run the Wildcat.
Wildcat, okay. Powell and Vest in the backfield. Powell keeps it. Looking on the left side, no contest. Rushes it in for Cabot. Panthers on the board.
Yeah, good drive. It was they only had to go about 12 or 13 yards after the pick, but really good job of handling their business. Scramble on the outside was the key in that series.
So with 2:19 to play, Cabot with a chance to cut the lead back to 14. Higher in for the extra point. It's up and it's good. Conway on top, 21-7, 2:19 to play here in the first half. Back with that after this break on Conway Corp.
For communities to grow, there has to be investment from different people.
First Community Bank has been awesome. Whatever we need, they're there.
First Community Bank has been great to us. It really has.
When we took this journey and she started just everything from A to Z, even now, I feel like she has that open line of communication.
First Community Bank is a customer of ours, and we're a customer of theirs.
When we got the community center going, things just fell together.
First Community leads the pack on giving back.
Cabot finally on the board. The score from a few yards out. Cooper Powell, the sophomore, coming in, running the Wildcat, really just untouched.
We had zero eyes on that. So all right, well, we've still got plenty of time. 2:19. We were talking about it during the break. Cabot gets the ball to start the second half, so you don't want them to get a twofer here.
Playlack in for the kickoff. Coming in quickly, Trez Hammond. And he had to hustle to catch up to that ball. Pretty decent field position here for your Wampus Cats. Is going to start about the 27.
Yeah, not bad.
28.
Boy, to your point, really did a good job getting up. All right, so 2:15 to go in the half. Had a turnover and a quick score by Cabot. You've got all 3 timeouts left. You've shown the ability to use the quarterback draw here to keep your drives going. You guys got to do a good job of hitting the wide open receiver.
They do that right here. It's Chris O'Neill this time. Gain of about 7. Gets it to the 35.
Good quick route that time. Sat down in the zone. Right in front of the corner.
Second and 3. They'll give it to Dez. Dez working past a lot of traffic, picks up the first down. I don't know. I didn't think that was going to happen.
No, he had contact behind the line of scrimmage and just continued forward.
First and 10 from the 40. Conway moving fast. Donnie unloading on the far side. There's Moose Grimes. Just didn't see it all the way in.
Yeah, good opportunity there by Moose. Got to look that in.
Colbeth checking in. 1:42 to play. Second and 10 coming up for Conway. Donnie gets it out quick to Chris O'Neill. Chris tries to spin out of that. Gain of about 8 yards. On second down, brings up 3rd and short.
Yeah, good tackle there by Lydell, because it was, had he missed there, that was going to go a distance. Need to get a first down here.
Cabot blitzing. Dez breaking through the line, picks up the first down.
That's the danger right there when you send the blitz, the run blitz, and you miss it. There's a gap.
First down, they'll give it to Dez again. Dez trying to work the left side. Just going to pick up 2 yards there.
That time they actually ran right into it, and so it worked out for them. That's the upside of running the run blitz.
We're under a minute to play. Donnie finds Zach Colbeth. Colbeth's got the first down and gets out of bounds.
Great route that time. I mean, perfect route by Colbeth. 2 yards beyond the sticks. Donnie put it right on him, and he turned and got out of bounds, saved the clock. Timeout, and it got to be Cabot.
It is. Cabot Panthers taking their second timeout. And we'll take it with them back after this break here on Conway Corp.
The Smith Ford family is excited about this tailgate season. Home games are away, we've got the perfect vehicle for you. Broncos make getting there as much fun as being there.
And don't forget about Smith Ford's electric vehicles, the Mustang Mach-E, the F-150 Lightning, here on the lot. Come by or visit us online for the best deals around.
With the Smith Ford family, we won't be undersold.
46 seconds to play. Your Wampus Cats still with all 3 timeouts. That was Cabot taking their second timeout.
Yeah, and that was just one just to try to get settled and try to figure out what's going on. Wampus Cats are now, they are within about 12 yards.
Jaden Gaines out on the field.
Top of the screen.
I think that's our first sighting of him tonight.
Yep.
Got Jaden and Chris O'Neill out on the far side. Jonathan Smith, Jackson Anderson here on the near side. First down from the 32. Cabot showing blitz again. Donnie forced out to his left. He's going to run it. A flag coming in back near the 35. And that is going to be the 8th penalty against your Wampus Cats here in the first half. It's going to bring up 1st and 20 now for Conway as it moves the ball back to the 42.
I mean, these last 2 games with Cabot, it has been unbelievable the amount of penalties. I mean, it's just.
We're up to 19 now.
Oh my gosh, it's just unbelievable how many calls.
38 seconds to play, 1st and 20. Set up the screen for Chris O'Neill. Chris following behind Mason McEwen, still on his feet inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. Picked up about 15 yards. And Conway's going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. This is Conway Wampus Cat football here on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Back live here at John McConnell Stadium after the play to Chris O'Neill on 1st and 20.
I thought you were going to say after the holding call.
Well, listen, I'm not going to.
You're not trying to get me riled up again.
Picked up 13 yards on that pass play to Chris O'Neill, so it brings up 2nd and 7. Much more doable situation here for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, we've got it in the spot. You need probably about another 7 or 8 yards at least before we think about Mayhar. You'd like to see 6 here, though.
It's an empty set for Donnie. Looks over the middle. Jonathan Smith hit early. Flag coming in. That was just some kind of something right there.
Well, and also, I got to tell you, man, that's close to a personal foul. I mean, he lowered his head, came in on the backside, laid the lick. Jonathan's going to come out. Hope he's okay.
Took a hard hit right in the back.
What are they talking about? I mean, it better be whether it's a personal foul or a.
Well, like you said, it's a little borderline.
I'll tell you this: they pick up this flag, it's a problem.
Still waiting for the official word. A lot of talking going on here.
So it was
defenseless player. I think is what he said.
Okay.
A hit on a defenseless player.
Yeah. He made the motion for pass interference, though.
Okay.
So I think it was pass interference. I think the question was where to mark it.
Gotcha.
Was it halfway or not?
Moves the ball to the 14. 1st and 10 for your Wampus Cats. 24 seconds on the clock. Cabot bringing the blitz. It gets picked up. Donnie looking in the end zone for Chris O'Neill. He's got him.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Conway. 15-yard pass from Donovan Omalo to Chris O'Neill in the corner of the end zone.
I think they were talking about, did he have possession before he got out? Did he get his foot down? So good job by the officials there to talk about it, but they both came up with the same decision, and that is a Chris O'Neill touchdown.
Second of the night, second time these two have connected. Great hug there from Coach Kelly. Man, oh man, that is the What are we up to now? 13th touchdown of the year for Chris O'Neal. Extra point is perfect. Conway extending the lead back to 21. 17 seconds left to play here in the first half. This is Conway Wampus Cat football on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, a
little shaky.
Well, so, I mean, great response that time by your Wampus Cats. Short field for Cabot. They finally get a score on the board. And even overcoming some penalties, you were able to get it in the end zone, get that 21-point lead. Now, they only have 17 seconds left, and so that's only, one timeout?
Well, and we've seen they've been dangerous on these kick returns. So it's going to be a angled kick right there.
Oh, it stayed in.
I think he touched it
He
before it was about to go out of bounds, and he touched it.
Well, he had to because we were right
we were
there.
Right, yeah, about to get there.
I mean, so if at one point of the ball kicks the other way, it's a problem. And now we have the ball at about the 15-yard line. All right. So that's not a great field position for them, and that's basically like kicking it into the end zone. Here's the
another look at this pass here.
Good offensive line protection there.
What a dart.
He was bobbling a little bit. I mean, that could have been, if that was in the NFL, they may have reviewed that one. So we get a break there. That's good news. We deserved one, by the way, and I will tell you that wholeheartedly.
Cabot will take a knee. And we'll keep this lead at 21 for your Wampus Cats. Conway overcoming all kinds of penalties here in the first half. They take a 21-point lead into the locker room at halftime, 28-7. Cats on top over the rival Cabot Panthers. Take a break here. The Conway Regional Health System halftime show coming up next here on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians,
delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Back live here at halftime. Conway on top 28-7 over your Cabot Panthers, and we're having some kind of presentation on the field.
Superintendent.
It's the Secretary of the Arkansas Department of Education.
You got that right, by the way.
I did?
You did.
Thanks. I try. I try really hard. I don't know what this is for, though.
Wow, there are some interesting scores out there.
Okay, let me know.
Would you like to know a couple
I would love to know them
while we wait here.
Sure.
So, in Conway is up on Cabot.
Okay, I am aware of that one.
Get that out of the way.
Okay, thank you.
Bryan is over Little Rock Central. That's at J Fairs where they're playing. It's 38-0 Bryant over Central.
Okay, that sounds right.
At Little Rock Southwest.
I'm excited about this one.
North Little Rock 14, Little Rock Southwest 7.
Come on, Griffins.
That's in the second quarter. Up in Northwest Arkansas, Bentonville is up 28-0 over Rogers Heritage. Another interesting score, two in that line. Fayetteville is up 28-17 over Fort Smith Southside at half. That's an 11-point ball game.
That's a game of contrasting offensive styles right there.
And I will tell you though, it is Southside has shown some different kind of giddy up this year, which is kind of for me is good to see. Bentonville West and Rogers. Bentonville West is down 6-7 at the half. Rogers is kind of like the new Rage up in Northwest Arkansas. They have a really good record, and it's almost like they are fighting for the respect of everybody else because they've been down for so long.
Yeah.
And now they're fighting for that elite status.
Look, we got like all kinds of cheer going on tonight.
A nice round of applause. Many Wampus Cat cheerleaders.
That was the Wampus Cat mini cheerleaders.
Nice.
Mini because they're smaller.
Not many because of how much.
All right. Excited for this band performance tonight because they're bringing out some new props that we haven't seen yet.
Okay. So far it's been, I think, mostly around the Willy Wonka theme, which was one of my, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one of the greatest movies ever created.
Yeah, no, I agree. I concur.
Yeah,
I'm not being sarcastic
I'm not
at
talking
all.
about Johnny Depp.
Oh, I've never even seen that movie.
Okay, all right. So
Gene Wilder all the way.
Yes.
Obviously.
If you want to view paradise.
I can see how that movie made an impact on you because your humor is very Willy Wonka-ish.
What does that even mean?
Just very dry, you know?
No,
just very dry.
No.
This is what I love about the band performances at home, though, is that every week they add a little bit more.
They build on it.
Yeah. So that by week 10, it's going to be, you're going to have the full show. It's going to be amazing.
Well, and when we host the semifinal game here in November,
I like where your head's at.
Great show.
I like where your head's at, Tim Roach.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
See, this is what I meant by all these props that we haven't seen yet. It's like a puzzle, and you know eventually it's going to come together.
Yeah.
And we're going to have it on the wide shot. So just keep your eyes pierced because it's going to come together well. Those were some interesting scores.
Hey, we need
to
take this moment to say hello to somebody.
Oh, that's right. I've got it written down.
Got a few shout-outs I want to do. Well, you do that one, and I've got a couple of other ones.
I've got to say hi to Jackie in Cleveland, Tennessee.
She misses Boogie Carr just for the boogity boogie.
Yeah, she loved your boogie call. That happened against the Ouachita Parish a year ago when he hit the circle button. That's a PlayStation reference.
I know what it is, and he did hit the button.
He hit it, and you came out with the boogie. We can't do that call anymore, unfortunately.
No.
Because Boogie's no longer here. He's at OBU.
They should have it at OBU. Also want to shout out to, we had a Wampus Cat this week get some honors. So you've heard me talk about it before, but Blaine Burke, who is one of our golfers, made all-conference, all-state this past week. He had a fantastic senior season. Medalist in a couple of tournaments as well. So congratulations to Blaine Burke. And hey, on the family side, a former Wampus Cat, Zach Friedel. It's his birthday. Do you remember Zach Friedel?
Of course, yes. Linebacker.
Zach Friedel is, I think you called him back in the day.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, Zach Friedel. That sounds like something you would say.
Did he deep snap as well? Or am I getting that confused with Hughes?
He doesn't even know how to do that.
Okay.
I can tell you that that's ridiculous. He knows how to sack a quarterback.
Yeah, Zach Friedel. I do remember that.
Yeah, Zach Friedel. Back in the day. All right. Man, this is, I'm wondering what this is.
Well, you're about to find out.
And hopefully
We will. I've lost Nathan Cunningham.
Well, it takes a crazy amount of preparation for these shows, and this is like this is their game time, but it's also kind of practice in a way because they're gearing up for their
competitions.
Yeah, their competition, which I don't know when that happens, but
they do it late in the season because they do miss one game, I think, late in the season for their competition, and they represent Conway so well. There's Nathan. I've got it now. I found his shoes.
Did you spot the shoes? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Those kicks are something special.
Well, blue is my favorite color, and I didn't grow up in Conway. I'm not
you grew up in Oark.
I'm not a Conway Wampus cat through and through like you are.
You're just through.
I'm an adopted member of the family.
There's Nathan.
There he is.
Man, he's got a serious face going.
Well, because he's got to make sure everybody's where they need to be. Can you imagine the bandwidth it takes to know where everything has to be?
Is that a pun?
Maybe.
It's ridiculous. They will do in basketball, the time that they really kind of, you get a really good glimpse of an impact really during the game. They do it in football, but they're stuck on one end of the field, and that's because they have to. They're big, and they have to go down to one end of the field. But in the Buzz Building Arena during basketball season, man, they rock that place out. They are so fun to watch in the basketball season.
Yeah, cannot wait. We're just like less than a month away from basketball starting.
Yeah, I've already been chatting away with Coach Ashley, and I talked to Coach Marcus after a volleyball game the other day. They're really excited, ready to go. So I'm looking forward to this season.
Your Lady Cats defending 7A,
Is that right?
6A state
Did they
champions.
win it all last year? I don't remember.
Yeah, okay, sure. You'll never forget. All right, we'll turn it over to Jeff Matthews.
High School Marching Band. The band is under the field command of drum majors Kerry Brewington and Garrett Butler. Soloists for this evening's performance are Adele Moyega, Claire Sledge, Ian Mendez Sosa, and Ava Jane Murphy. Featuring the music of Gene Wilder, Dmitri Shostakovich, and Vienna Tang. The band presents a portion of their 2023 show, Beyond Imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, the Conway High School Marching Band.
Interventional cardiology is a field of medicine where we deal with heart problems. Our most important job probably is stopping heart attacks, when people show up acutely. Several years ago we started a screening program for athletes with the goal of preventing sudden cardiac death. And there are certain things that we can screen for to try to prevent that. Identify those people early, fix problems that can be fixed, and potentially keep athletes from having unnecessary, bad outcomes. Receiving a cardiovascular diagnosis quite often does not mean the end of the career. It may mean some changes in particular sport they participate in. It may mean that they need certain medications or a little bit closer monitoring. But we do everything we can to make sure that there's some way for an athlete to continue to participate in something they enjoy. Well, the key is exercise. Ideally, we want 30 minutes of some kind of high-intensity exercise 5 days a week. Studies show that there's actually up to a 30% reduction in mortality if they do that lifelong. The key is not to just be the greatest high school athlete and then fall apart after that, but we want to see a lifelong pattern of exercise. My goal is always, never to restrict anybody from doing anything they want, but to figure out how I can support keeping them in the activities that they like. Conway Regional is unique in that we've got a great mix of high-tech, capabilities, but we still have a staff and really a culture that is hometown. Everybody who's working there is somebody's cousin or neighbor or goes to church with them. And so there's this sense of community that's really unusual compared to any institution I've ever been around. And when I have to send patients somewhere else, they always come back complaining that it's not like Conway Regional. Physical aspects of Conway Regional are night and day compared to when I first came here. We've had an incredible expansion of specialty care. There's very little in the heart realm that we can't take care of. Conway Regional's investment in technology and capabilities for the community so that you don't have to go somewhere else have really been amazing.
My name is Oakley Pruitt and I've been with Conway Regional for 5 years. I am a radiologic technologist, so I'm either scrubbed in with the cardiologist or a radiologist. Sometimes we also take turns circulating throughout each case or monitoring the patient.
I am Ashley Treadwell Kelly. I have been here for 4 years working in the cardiovascular cath lab and interventional radiology unit. I am one of the nurses in the cath lab. We begin our day looking if we've got outpatients, 3 north, 3 south, 4 north, 4 south. Basically all the units is kind of who we collaborate with.
One of the most challenging things about working in cath lab is just the unexpected emergencies that come through. Typically each day we have scheduled cases and you never know when a STEMI or like a GI bleed could come in.
You never know when an emergency is going to come in. So just balancing your schedule, outpatients, inpatients, and then emergencies on top of that.
We could have a scheduled outpatient on the table and we get a STEMI page through Pulsera and we have to immediately get that patient off, reset the room, and get ready for the STEMI that's coming in. One of the most technological advances that has come around in my time doing this is the Impella heart pump. That's something that we can use for patients who are having a MI or a heart attack or as a planned PCI cardiac intervention.
We were recently awarded the STEMI Gold Plus Award, and I love that because we're being celebrated and recognized for our jobs and what we're doing as a team, but I also love it because we're improving the lives of our patients by getting them in quicker.
It's a huge honor. We all work really hard at what we do, us as a team, along with the cardiologist. And so just seeing our hard work paid off is really cool.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Live tonight at John McConnell Stadium. Welcome back. Just a few minutes left to go here at the half. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first half stats. Your Wampus Cats up big here in the first half, 28-7. It didn't feel so big after Cabot got on the board, but Conway took that last drive all the way down the field and got the score. And it in both the score and in the total yards side of things, it has been a one-sided affair.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Stats was talking about it. He said, it just feels like we should be up a lot more than this. But what happens is we've, 262 yards to 72 yards in the first half. I mean, that's amazing right there. Total offense, 379 to 97. The turnover, I mean, if not for the pick that they ran to the 12-yard line, I mean, you literally are talking about
that's it,
a
right
huge
there.
score there. But also, though, we had some problems with penalties again, and so it's taking some time off the clock and all that stuff. But anyway, we probably should feel like we're not as good as we should be, and that's going to be the case. But see what the second half brings.
Donovan Amalo, 22 for 29 for 262 and 2 touchdowns. He did have the 1 interception, like you mentioned, which led to Cabot's only score. Chris O'Neill, 12 of those 22 catches. 12 of the 22 passes from.
He has 12 receptions.
He's got 12 receptions for 165 and 2 scores. And then Des Davidson is having a great night, 11 carries for 69 yards and 1 score. And Donnie, coming into this game, he had rushed 19 times. He's already rushed 8 times tonight. Coming into the game, he had 56 total yards rushing. He's got 40 tonight and a rushing touchdown.
Well, and that's because that's what they're giving us.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we've talked about Donnie for the last 2.5 years now, and we started talking about it right away, how heady he was and how much of control the ball game that he has. And, you see a mistake like the pick. Okay, he stared down his guy, and they read it and jumped it and took it back. But the fact of the matter is that we're not looking at our score that we have without Donnie's decisions and his legs. He is really, in my mind, really played at the next level since his sophomore season, and he's just built on that. I mean, stats play out the way they are.
Let's go ahead and quickly look at the scoring around the 7A Central. Of course, Conway up 28-7 here at the half. Bryant up 38-0 over Central, that game being played at J.A. Fair. And the last score update we have from the North Little Rock and Southwest game is North Little Rock 14, Southwest 7. I'm pulling up the Fort Smith stream. They are all the way, I think they're at Jonesboro tonight. Yeah, they are.
Had to go all the way, yeah.
Wow. 27-27. This is right before the half. Let me see if I can scroll ahead and see what the halftime score ended up being. Yeah, 27 all between Northside and Jonesboro.
Those are 2 interesting games because we're talking about teams that are fighting for the playoff position now. I mean, we're at that point.
For sure.
And I think Coach James talked about this. I mean, Southwest and North Little Rock. You're looking at 2 teams right there. Southwest wins that ball game.
Yeah, that's such an interesting game.
Oh my gosh!
I'm going to try and keep my eye peeled. My single eye. I'm going to try and keep both of them peeled on that score throughout the night because it's such an interesting game.
We talked about it right before the end of the first half. Getting that score right at the end of the half keeps that twofer out of the way. You're looking at a 21-7 ball game with Cabot getting the ball back to start the second half, and so that score was a big dent in that.
The kick it to Hayes Cox to start the second half. Hayes trying to cut it back upfield. Instead, he will fall down right around the 16, and that is where the Panthers will start this drive. It'll be interesting to see who we see at quarterback for Cabot.
Yeah. I think you might. I mean, they're going to have to start throwing the ball more and more and more, and so I'm guessing that's Cale Turner. But the management of the game, I think, is a little bit more in Powell. He's played more. Powell has played more.
Well, and both of them have thrown an interception, so it's not like only one of them was giving the ball away. It will be. It's hard to tell.
Be Turner.
It is Turner again. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than Powell.
Yep.
He's got Keegan Vest lined up to his right.
And we are stacked close to the line of scrimmage all the way up.
Gabe Lynch in the slot. Give it to Vest, and he's met immediately.
If not sooner.
Hayden Smith pushing off after the whistle. Plays guard for the Panthers.
Yeah, they ran that right into the teeth. I mean, we were really in the box. We were loaded in the box there. Noah Files was really the furthest man off the line of scrimmage, and that was maybe 10 yards.
Well, it was a loss of 1 on that play. John Paul Saxton showing blitz. Here he comes. They get just miscommunication there on the pass. No one in the area. The ball thrown near the 30 here on the near side.
Even Trez Hammond looked confused there. He was like, well, what's up with this? So, yeah, miscommunication on the route there. John Paul was and here's the thing. When you when you force the quarterback to throw that quickly, bad decisions happen or miscommunications happen, and so pressure there kind of did him in. You got to be careful of the tight end here, number 81.
Goes in motion. That's Reardon. Turner gets it out in the flats quickly to Vest. John Paul Saxton right there. They're going to call him for a horse collar tackle.
Or a face mask. I mean, it has to be a face mask. It cannot be a.
Because he came up high. He didn't really have the back, hand on the back. Either way, it's going to be
legit penalty here, though.
But it could just be the 5-yard variety.
No, it's not.
It's not
personal foul. Face mask. And so he grabbed a face mask.
I'm just trying to be positive.
Yeah, no, I can appreciate that. But there you go. Didn't take long. Only 45 seconds in, and we have our first penalty.
And that is penalty number
9.
Number 10.
Number 10. Awesome. Was that 9? 9. He's
okay.
Stats is on he's quick on the gun. He's got his quick trigger finger on the penalty box.
Well, it gives Cabot a first down.
Good play,
Trez Hammond not having any of that.
Well, and Cale Turner took a pop that time. I think that was Kesey that got in from our right edge, and great tight coverage by Trez Hammond there.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10.
We backed up a little bit into the secondary. Jacoby's out back a little further now. Noah Files is as well. So they are getting into, especially 2nd and long, they're into passing position here. So you got to be careful to not let them deep.
They give it to Vest. Vest brings it back to the near side. There was nowhere to go the direction the play was originally going.
No, but he got a good gain of about six yards there. And we were backed up playing for the pass, and they popped the run.
One thing we haven't talked about, you can really see it with this shot here, is the tackles for Cabot. They are some big fellas.
Both of them 6'5", both of them around 270.
3rd and 4. They fake it to Vest. Turner getting the ball out quickly.
Good catch.
Does connect with Tatum. Tice Carr right there to make the tackle.
Well, that's 2 third-down conversions, one by penalty, one by play. We've got to get off the field on 3rd down. You know, it's okay if they're taking a long time to get there, but we don't want them to get into plus range.
It's 1st and 10 from the 48. Reardon goes in motion again. Turner gonna pass. Connects with Reardon. Out on the far side, and right there, Jacoby Wade.
Yeah, they're going to give him a good spot of about 4 yards. He really only got about 3, but good firm tackle there by Jacoby.
Well, just like your Wampus Cats, Tim Roach battles for every yard.
Yeah, I'm not going to give in at this point. It's borderline ridiculous.
2nd and 7. They fake it to Vest. Turner unloading deep. Noah Files was right there trying to come towards the ball, and Gabe Lynch playing defense.
Yeah, playing defense, and that could have been a penalty, should have been a penalty, would have been a penalty on Conway, but it is what it is. Great job by Noah that time. Good fight, man.
The incompletion makes it 3rd and 7. Cabot has milked almost 2.5 minutes off the clock to start the 3rd quarter.
We're still in man here. Press on the edge.
It's empty for Turner. Conway bringing the pressure. Ben Chandler unloads on Cale Turner, forcing the pass early. It is incomplete, 4th down. Watch
man,
this.
He sawed him off in half. Man, listen, Ben Ben came clear up the middle and really, I mean, forced everything to happen so quickly for Cale Turner. It just nobody had even run their route at that point. So just a great job by Ben Chandler.
We've been commenting on it all night, but Ben Chandler has just been playing
fast.
So fast.
Oh, my gosh.
Punt is off.
This guy can really punt, man.
Takes a Cabot bounce. And they'll spot it down near the 6. There's Reardon. Got his hand on it.
Yeah, they've got a good punter. I mean, you don't hear that much in high school ball anymore. I remember that back in my day it was Greg Horn, and everybody talked about Greg Horn, and Lance Ellison for the Wampus Cats was huge. But all right, so you got to start deep in your territory, but good job by the defense in the middle of the field, really kind of shutting that thing down.
Jaden Gaines out on the far side to start this drive for the Wampus Cats.
Well, Jonathan Smith in the H.
Cabot bringing pressure. They give it to Dez. Dez getting around that right tackle. Got another nice gain on first down.
And a great block there. Great block on the edge.
Should give him about 5, and there's a Cabot Panther down. This time it is David Lydell.
Yeah, starting safety.
We'll go ahead and keep it here as they tend to him. It will be 2nd and 5.
A short 5. I mean, what a great run by Dez off the edge. Planted his foot on the outside corner. Good block that time by Isaiah Bowman, and really just cut it straight up.
And he's up over 70 yards rushing now on the night.
What's been his best individual performance of the year? I mean, I'm guessing it was probably.
It was at Bentonville, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to look back. I actually have those numbers.
We have not had, and I mean, and Wampus Cat fans who pay attention to it, they understand that we've been 70-30. Was Bentonville?
Yeah, he had 94 yards.
Yeah,
and a touchdown.
He had a huge touchdown run,
and he had the touchdown on the screen pass as well.
That's right.
In that game.
But we have not been as effective, and so we've been 70-30 pass to run this year.
I would love to see him get over the century mark tonight.
Yes.
2nd and 5 as we come back. They'll give it to Dez again. Dez following the big blockers. Turns it upfield. He's going to have the first down as he gets the ball to the 21.
Q was looking for somebody to block, and nobody wanted a piece of Q that time.
Conway hurrying it up. Donnie going to pass. Gets it out to Jackson Anderson here on the near side. Nice gain on first down for Jackson.
That was a superior route by Jackson Anderson right there. He drove him right to the stick, turned, made it a very manageable 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2.
Give it to Dez. Flag coming in from the. Did they not get enough off the field yet?
I don't know.
Or was Conway not set?
That was from the back, Judge. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what was interesting about it, is where the flag came from.
Normally that's an indicator of too many people on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, it looks like the far side judge had it too.
Okay, so maybe they had too many, and they're asking Buck what he wants to do. I think it's illegal substitution.
Maybe
yeah, it was.
Panther didn't get off in time.
Yeah, he declined. Got the play was is a first down. So Wampus Cats take that play. Student section showing out. 92 yards now for Des Davidson. The 100-yard mark watch has officially begun.
92?
Look where he is.
Wow.
That's him down there by the marker, by the official.
Split out. Donnie under pressure, unloads across the middle to Jackson Anderson. Jackson has the first down. Gain of 11 on that play.
Yeah, that is a great route for Jackson Anderson. It gives him a chance to use his speed across the middle. He got in front of the safeties and had a corner trailing. Great job there.
Conway speeds it up again. They give it to Dez. Dez working the left side. Takes the contact, falls forward. He's going to get about 2 or 3 yards here.
Yeah, he looks a little disappointed there. I mean, they tripped him up.
Heath Owen checks in at the H-back. They give it to Dez again. Dez right up the middle. Falls forward. We'll spot it at the 46. 3rd and short upcoming.
Well, this is right in our wheelhouse here. He comes out. Kobe Irwin comes in. Kind of got Cabot on their heels right now. They look a little tired.
Third and 4. Kobe Irwin checks in. Donnie looking to pass. Finds Jackson Anderson, but the hit coming in from Gunnar Poe knocks it loose.
Interesting decision here. You're on the plus side of the field.
Heath Owen coming off quickly. Jonathan Smith checking in. Does appear they'll keep the offense on the field.
The decision's been made. Scott Stats Taylor was calling it early.
Donnie, designed run right up the middle. Gets a great block from Kobe Irwin. Donnie is free. Donovan Amalo from 46 yards. Touchdown, Conway.
Free Donovan Amalo.
What a block from Kobe Irwin. Sealed the deal for Donnie.
Yeah, the Red Sea parted there, man, and he was off to the races. Look at that.
up to 80. He might get to 100 before Dez. It's going to be a
no,
fight.
Don't say that. Oh, my gosh. Great run that time. Heady play.
86 yards rushing on the night for Donovan Amalo. Kick is up and good. Conway, 35. Cabot, 7 here on Conway Corp.
Gamer Gab.
Back live in Conway after what was an electric run from Donovan Amalo.
How far was that run, Stats?
I think it was 43, 46, something like that.
46. Yeah, we were around about the 46. Yeah, 46-yard touchdown run. That's not his longest touchdown run.
It's not.
Yeah, I remember where that one was. That's his sophomore season against Bentonville.
Bentonville, that was a 60-yarder. Major Mahar angles the kick to Hayes Cox. Hayes thought he had an open seam. Carter Stapleton closed it.
Senior spotlight for Carter Stapleton, and he made the play.
We're having some issues with our replay.
Yeah, frozen there. But a great tackle that time in the open field by Carter Stapleton. He of the flowing locks. All right, Cabot has gone back now to Powell at quarterback. And a Powell also in the backfield, number 0.
Yeah, 2 Powells. Powell finds Gavin Reardon quickly.
Ooh, the ball almost came out, Levi.
Conway defense rallying. You could hear the noise from the entire.
Yeah, he's the dude you got to watch. He is definitely the dude you got to watch. They'll manage him down the field. They'll kind of work it. Now because he's a mismatch. I mean, the fact of the matter is he's a mismatch on anybody we have that's in coverage.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
By the way, talent's out there for the Wampus Cats on defense.
Powell handed off to the other Powell. Chased down from behind by Nixon Snell.
Cooper Powell, the ball carrier.
Close to the first down. Not sure exactly if he got or not. Depends on the spot. No, did not get it. I don't think. Well, they're looking it over. Yeah, of course. Without it really even giving it a measurement, he's just going to say yes. First down.
Man, oh man.
Well,
I mean, that is what happened.
That's exactly what happened. My tone, my inflection was a little off. I mean, I get that.
I can't dispute it.
Yeah, I don't know.
1st and 10 from the 41.
They are bunched on the line of scrimmage, man.
A handoff to Powell. Xavier Wright makes first contact.
We got several guys in. Justice Hills is in.
Austin Watkins.
Talent is in.
On the tackle, Xavier Wright.
Trying to see. We still have Jacoby and Files back in the secondary, back at safety position. Trez and Tice are at the corners. And then you have Hills, MJ. Is that Braxton out there? Braxton's out there along with Watkins. So got a few guys in, though, getting some time. It's good to see. These guys can play.
Second and 10. Powell flushed out. He's going to run it. Ryan Talent trying to chase him out of bounds. It's going to bring up third and short after the run from Powell.
Yeah, the speed to the edge got him there, but Talent had enough speed, though, to keep him from really getting all the way to the first down. Brings up third and short.
It's 3rd and 2. They give it to Vest. Vest met right as the handoff was given, but he fights through the contact. He's going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, that was a good run there, but to your point there, we made the contact right actually behind the line of scrimmage, and he was able to fight through. So good run that time for Vest.
Jacoby Ekman is in at defensive tackle. You mentioned also, well, I don't think you mentioned Zion Williams also in.
Zion's in now, yep.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. They give it to Vest. Vest working around the left tackle. Kesey stuck it.
Yeah, that was Kesey. Wow, Kesey with the lumber. I mean, he had picked up a couple of yards and was close to making the next set, but Kesey was there to close it down. Trips wide here.
Conway showing blitz. Ryan Talent on his way. Ben Chandler on his way. Kesey stuck it also. And Powell just throwing it away to nobody.
There is nobody there. What is the deal? There is that. Boy, I've got some official friends I need to ask about, because my understanding was if you're in the pocket and you're throwing away to avoid a sack,
Buck James,
and there is nobody there.
Buck James wants an explanation as well.
There was nobody there. I mean, wow. Oh, my gosh. I mean, there was nobody within 30 yards of that throw.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. Powell under pressure. Flushed out. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, but it will bring up 4th and long.
Yeah, this is definitely go down for them. That's not even a choice. Down 28.
They will keep the offense on the field.
Clock still runs.
4th and 7. Can the defense make a stand? Talent on the blitz. Makes contact, and Ben Chandler finishes off any hope of that.
Wow. I mean, again, Talent, Ben Chandler. This is the 3rd or 4th time now where you've had pressure on the quarterback by one guy and a cleanup on the backside. Just an unbelievable job by your defense on both ends of the play. Sometimes you have to make the play on both sides. You have to force a quick throw, and then you have to clean it up. Both were real solid that time by your defense.
Wampus Cats will take over on downs, and Max Owen in at tight end. Caden Henderson in at running back. Cabot showing pressure. It's on its way. They get the pass to Max Owen.
All right. Hey, that play's going to come in handy, man. That's going to be a play for a couple of yards, 2-3 yards that we need.
1 Owen for another. Heath Owen checks in. They give it to Caden. Caden shifty. He's going to gain about 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
What a move that time by Caden. They had a guy in the middle of the backfield, and he sidestepped him.
They give it to Caden again. Caden is going to pick up the first down and a little more.
Not working the clock yet. Still 2:50 to go in the third. You know, if you get a score here, you do your offensive thing. You get a score here, you get the sportsmanship rule enacted. So that may be what we're thinking here.
That's the clock that Conway wants to run. 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Jackson Anderson.
Good battle for the ball, Jackson. That's the way you do that.
There's a flag out on the far side.
Jackson Anderson. There's a penalty flag on the
And Cabot bringing in, are they going to the reserves?
on the offense.
They just pulled out the entire defensive line.
Wow. Another penalty on the Wampus Cats. 5-yard penalty.
We 1st and 15 now from the 48.
10 penalties for 111 yards.
Heath Owen comes off. Jonathan Smith checks back in.
Man coverage out on the far edge.
Donnie. Pressure was coming from both sides, and he just falls down, which might have been the best outcome there.
Yeah, we had Jackson Anderson coming open the deep post route, and just the timing didn't work. 2nd and forever. Was that 2nd and 10, 20, 2nd and 23, 25?
Donnie stepping up. Some wide open space in front. Late hit coming in. 2 flags coming in. Three flags.
By the way, you don't get 3 penalties for that.
And Donnie a little slow to get up. Yeah, that was on the linebacker, Logan Eason.
Wow.
And that's the 2nd time that
he's come in
you
late.
could have called a play like that tonight.
Yeah.
In on the hit, Logan Eaton. There are multiple flags on the play.
I'm just glad Donnie's good. Seems to be good at least.
Well, it looked like the hit came to his shoulder, thankfully.
Yeah.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Number 33 is the defense. Late hit on the quarterback on the ground. Be 15-yard penalty.
That is not. It's after the play, so he gets the yardage, plus he gets the 15. I don't think it's a first down yet.
Yeah, it is going to be just a few yards short. Is it?
Pretty close. Oh, it is
so
actually.
It's an automatic first down.
No, it's actually right at the mark.
Right at it, okay.
Yeah, it was right at the mark, so that's good. All right, new set of downs for your Wampus Cats. Good news.
They'll move trips to the left. Trey Harris is in. They give it to Trey. Trey coming near side. He's going to pick up about 3.
Had a cutback lane to his left if he could have seen it, but really that was going to be hard to see. I could see it from up here. So, yeah.
You've got a slightly different perspective.
I'll talk to Trey about that one. Hey, get my view up here, you'd see that happening. Good, fast runner. Boy, I mean, these coaches love watching this guy play.
2nd and 7, ball at the 30. Cabot bringing the blitz. They roll out to his left. Donnie going to the end zone for Jaden Gaines. Just a little too much.
All right, so
what'd you see?
So two things. Number one, that was a great route by Jaden Gaines, and just a little bit too much on the throw, and it's Donnie rolling to his strong side. But Chris Owen had also cut open at about the 10-yard line.
So it'll be 3rd and 7. 1:06 to play. Caden Henderson in the backfield. They'll go trips to the left. Caden empties the backfield for Donnie. Donnie goes over the middle. There was contact. Flag coming in. That was Landon Oliveto.
A little quick on the gun there. Nice call. Agree with that one.
Well, finally some things going Conway's way in terms of penalties.
Don't try that. That's the wrong angle to take with me.
It's too little too late? Okay. I was just checking.
But here's the thing: those were two good calls. I mean, I would, if that were us, I would say, yep, that was too early, and it just was. It was pretty obvious. So,
well, it'd be another first down for your Wampus Cats. Moves the ball all the way to the 20.
1 minute left to play in the third.
Panther 15-yard line.
Cabot bringing pressure again. They give it to Caden. Not much going there.
Now that play did not have success written on it from the get-go. The handoff, the transition from Donnie to Caden was not real clean. They were coming and flying off the edge, so there was just not a lot to happen there.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
Good
Donnie
block.
rolling out to his left, connects with Jonathan Smith. Right close to that first down marker.
You know, Jonathan was covered pretty well there, and that, listen, I mean, that's just a perfect throw right there on the run.
He's got 7 catches now.
Tonight, Jonathan does?
Yeah.
Wow. He did have, there was the Jonathan Smith series we had earlier where he had about 3 catches. They're gonna measure.
They're gonna measure. Okay.
Yeah. It was right at the mark. But listen, that was a dime by Donnie. I mean, it was on the spot. It had to be right there. He was pretty well covered.
If you were worried about him after the hit.
No, no. I'm
not showing any signs of.
No, sir. So stats called it that we were a little short, and we are.
Well, they haven't even measured yet, Tim.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Well, why are
Don't
they bringing
talk
it
down
out
to me.
again?
Of course they measured it. That's the reason why I said they're short.
Well, what are they doing?
They're putting the ball in the middle of the field. They're doing it the right way, but
oh, they were measuring.
They measured
way
out there.
Okay, where the ball.
Yes.
Where the play stopped.
Yes. Gotcha. Now you see it all. Now you feel like you're involved. Before you were telling me I was wrong.
Well, listen. You've been a little amped up tonight.
But I've had a lot of caffeine. Shout out to Shadrack's.
Yeah, I came in with my huge 40-ounce tumbler, and you asked me if I had coffee in it.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of coffee today.
3rd and short. They go back to that big formation again, although.
Oh, no. Come on.
Flag on the near side. Back it up. It's going to make this 3rd down a little bit more difficult.
Justin King just kind of gave me the, so what kind of look.
Well, that's what you said earlier. After all these penalties, you said eventually you just have to be like, yeah, so what?
No. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Dadgummit. Well,
Desmond Davidson, the ball carrier.
Field goal unit's going out on the field.
That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter.
We'll make that decision after.
We'll see. We'll see what we do after this break on Conway Corp.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
It will be the field goal unit as we come back to start the 4th quarter.
Stats and I were having the conversation of what we thought the coaches would want to do, but I do like, I will tell you, even though I love the running clock option, in this case, I like 31 points, and so I take that.
Okay. Well, hey, Major Mahar hadn't attempted a field goal until a week ago, and he got 3 in against North Little Rock. It was a perfect 3 for 3 on the night.
Don't jinx him, Levi.
I'm ready to see him. I'm ready to see him do more.
No, Stats knew exactly what I was talking about right there.
It's going to be a 27-yard attempt, which was his longest a week ago. Kick is up. It's a beauty.
Booyah.
Field goal goes through. Conway up 38-7. It's 11:56 to play here in the fourth quarter. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Well, Conway with a 31-point lead now after the 27-yard field goal made by Major Mahar. Major now 4 for 4 on the year.
Yeah,
and all of that's happened in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, he's proven himself an absolute weapon out there. Great job, Major Mahar. And I'm going to tell you something. That boot there was solid, right down the middle. Good, would have been good from 37 easily. All right, they've got. You don't want to kick it down here to Kreiner. That's not who I want to have the ball. I'd rather have, of the two, I would rather have Hayes Cox have this kick. So you want to see him kick it towards the top of the screen up here.
Well, that's who they've been finding ever since they made the mistake of kicking it to Kreiner. They do kick it to Cox again. He takes it in at the 10.
Okay, Noah.
Noah Files.
All right, Noah. Listen.
Anytime you see someone just stop immediately, a good chance that it was Noah Files on the other side of that.
He is the dominating force on the special teams, and he's a great safety out there. Stepped in at the start of the year, didn't think he was going to be starting, and man, he is absolutely proven to be a weapon, a great form tackler, man. I love the way he makes contacts and finishes the tackles.
Cabot will start this drive at the 25. They give it to Kreiner. Here's a flag.
Down. Let's just see. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Cale Turner back in the backfield for Cabot again at quarterback, number 9.
So we only saw Powell for a drive.
Yeah, we got to throw the ball mostly.
Mm. 12 men on the field.
That's cheating. Absolute cheating. You can't do that. That's a penalty here all day long. I think they still have 13 guys. They did. They still had 12 guys out there. 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He was going to
Dropkin walked off, and now
1, 2, 3.
Another one just came off.
Now they had 12 still out there, but they finally got it down to 11. The legal number.
Just a 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15.
Motion, yeah.
Another flag will make it 1st and 20.
23, I think. I don't know that it was 14, but I think 23 got going a little too early.
Gabe Lynch.
Yeah, let's see what he says.
You called it.
I'm getting from both sides of you guys. Stats is up here trying to goad me into saying something.
Well, Stats, are they getting close to catching
up
with us now?
Okay, here we go. Let's call the play.
Markers? Okay. It's 1st and 20 now.
You're trying to get me in trouble. Ooh.
Turner unloading. Trez Hammond just step for step.
Love, man. That is how you do that. That is perfect. I wish we had a replay. That is a perfect job by Trez Hammond on the boundary. You're squeezing the receiver. Yes.
We have replay.
Great.
Okay,
squeezing the receiver to the boundary, covered like a glove. There is no option there for the quarterback. He just had to unload it and throw it. That's just a great job by Trez Hammond. Thank you for that replay.
So it'll stay 2nd and 20 after the incompletion.
Kreiner in the backfield, so he's an option to.
Tried to swing it out to Gabe Lynch, and R.J. Chapman was flying in.
Yeah, R.J. if that throw is actually on target, that's a bad thing for Cabot. That's 6 easily.
That's a running clock for the rest of the way.
Yeah, RJ had sniffed that one out. I think he may have thrown that over just to get it past everything. He may have seen it coming.
Dropkin checks in.
Center field.
Tatum comes out. 3rd and 20. Turner under pressure. Austin Watkins with the sack.
Deep snapper with a deep sack. Nice job, Austin Watkins, number 51. He was one of our player profiles a few weeks ago. Watch this. Shuck your blocker, big dude. Bam.
Juju Jones forced Turner to step upfield, and then Austin Watkins right there.
That's nicely done, Austin.
You know who else was in there? Was
that MJ? It
was Caleb Kern, I think.
Kern. I like this punter.
Gosh.
Man. I do.
A boomer. Jacoby Wade has to run back. He picks it up at the. There's a flag. How many times have I said that tonight?
36.
That was legit.
36.
That was
legit. He didn't get. You've got to be able to see. So that's on Trez, but you've got to be able to see that front number before you get those hands in there, and he was just one step too far to get that block. You got to and listen. I talk about it up here in the booth, but it's hard to do to lay off that because you're right there. Your momentum is taking you into it. I'm not making excuses for him. I guess I kind of am, but you've got to be able. You got to be able to pull off there, and that's just tough to do in the moment. I get it. It's the reason why if you watch football on Sundays and Saturdays, it's every punt has that.
We'll get our first look at Wesley Tapp. So,
right,
Donovan Omalo done for the evening. He's done his job.
Here's your guy for next year as it looks right now. He's running with the 2s.
And I think we also have Tavik Somerville in and Kylan Croft in at guard.
But you still have your wide receivers are still the ones, I believe.
And you still have James Neal, Mason McEwen, and Isaiah Bowman.
Yeah, so you got a mix out there right now.
Tapp passing, the ball was tipped. Incomplete.
Yeah, Tapp with the tip. Tried to go quickly to Jonathan Smith, and it was there, but deflected at the line of scrimmage. Interesting, though, that they gave him the chance to throw the ball on this first play. I really thought they'd give it to Dez there. Probably do it here. They're checking off. Okay.
2nd and 10. Tapp trying to set up the screen, but Cabot was all over that one.
Yeah, sniffed that out.
Tapp just throws it into the ground.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. All right, 3rd and long here. What you don't want to do is put your quarterback in a bad spot where you rush a bad throw, and you don't want to create a mistake here this deep.
Tapp trying to come back to Jonathan Smith. Looked like he was about to go deep for Anderson.
Well, and I'll tell you, he threw the ball pretty much in the right spot. There was really nothing open there, and if he forces that, bad things can happen. And so the best bet here is just to punt it away and rethink it.
Will Upton into punt for Conway. First time we've seen the punt team tonight. I don't think they got it off in time.
That's bad. That's a bad deal. We did have a late player coming on, and here's the other thing too. Austin Watkins is not snapping. It is number 53, which is
Kai Buchanan.
Kai Buchanan is snapping, and so you got.
It's either Kai Buchanan or Hudson Noble.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. Tough spot for Will here.
Gets the punt off. Takes a little bit of a Conway bounce.
Okay.
Will be out at the 41.
About a 30-yard punt there.
Scoring update from Jonesboro. The Hurricane up 41-27 over Northside. They're about to head into the fourth quarter.
That's a huge game for Jonesboro and Northside. They're fighting for playoff berths and position at this point in the season. You're halfway home. You got to be able to get those critical wins.
Powell back in. Tried to check down to Hayes Cox. It's incomplete.
Xavier right in the coverage there. Was going to go a long way anyway. Xavier was there to clean it up. It should have gone, but did not. So now you do have Cabot Cannon out there. And you have Caleb Kern. You have Justice Hills. Is that Ekman's out there as well. Ryan Talent, Xavier. You do have R.J. Chapman out there. Tice Carr.
Trez Hammond,
Noah, and Jacoby. So the back end is square.
Powell looking deep. Picked off by Jacoby Wade. Jacoby, the second interception of the night.
4 in 2 games. Jacoby breaking on the ball. They thought they had him open, and it was not, by the way.
And it's 5 now on the year for Jacoby.
Wow.
3 tonight for this Conway defense.
Have yourself a week there, my friend. That is 4 in 2 games, 5 for the season. Watch this. On the linebacker, open? No.
Powell thought he had it.
No.
Thought he had it, and Jacoby Wade just flies in.
Nice. All right, Tap is back out there. Caden Henderson. You still have your wide receivers are the same. They're the stars.
And Heath Owen in at the H-back. They'll give it to Caden. Caden, all kinds of moves. Had to shimmy a little bit at the line and then had a wide open space.
Yeah, man, he was listening. That is as Caden Henderson as it gets. I mean, just to shimmy at the line of scrimmage, and then when you get into that second level, he can make some guys miss. Got a lot of wiggle. That was about a 12 or 13-yard run there. Nice. Now we're working a little bit of clock.
When you have all of your offensive line starters back in.
Okay. Trying to give Tap a chance to make some plays back there. I like this opportunity.
Give it to Caden again. Caden working the right side and makes a juke. Just broke some ankles out there. Huge gain on first down for Caden.
Wiggle in the middle, wiggle on the outside. It's all about Caden Henderson and the wiggle. Great block that time on the outside edge, by the way, by Isaiah Bowman.
Kingston Jackson checking in on the offensive line. And you've got Carter Crow, sophomore, checking in at receiver, as well as C.J. Neely.
Good night by Chris O'Neill. I mean, some stats that are average. Get average stats. This guy's putting up some ridiculous numbers. Oops. Pick it up.
Wesley Tapp picks up the bad snap. Going to turn it into a pretty big gain and a flag coming in at the end.
Yeah. Can't go up high when a guy's sliding. You cannot go up to the hat, and that's exactly what he did. It doesn't help that Wesley Tapp is 7'4".
Yeah, well, that's true.
Mark Kelly going, all right, listen to me. I love you, man, but don't take another hit like that. Please.
I want to keep loving that you're on the field.
Yes.
And so don't do that again.
Don't do that again. I appreciate you getting us some extra yards, but if you don't get down again.
Tavik Somerville coming back in on the offensive line. Or are they going to the – okay, yeah, he's going to –
and Kingston Jackson coming out, and Trey Harris is in the backfield now.
It's 1st and 10 now from the 11. We'll give it to Trey. Trey working the right side. Trey with the spin move into the end zone. Running clock the rest of the way after the 11-yard score from Trey Harris.
Some really great blocking up front there. And then, I mean, really, seriously, I mean, this guy, you can see why coaches are so excited about this guy. I mean, great moves. And at the goal line, pushed through and extended.
First touchdown of the year of his career for Trey Harris.
Yes, watch this. Takes a lick right there. No.
Will Upton on the point after.
Nice. Wow.
And it is good. 45-7. Conway. Sportsmanship rule enabled here on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
It's been an impressive night offensively, well, and defensively, and in special teams. Tonight for your Wampus Cats stats, giving us some incredible numbers. What's he got for us, Tim?
Well, so from a first down perspective, let's just kind of hold it right there. 32 first downs by your Wampus Cats. 32.
That's a lot.
What's the rushing total now? Stats?
255
total?
Rushing yards. Yeah,
that is by far
our best. Yeah,
and
it's more of a 50-50 tonight, and that's not normal.
Well, and I'll tell you, I mean, we've talked about it for 5 weeks now. That it's been 70-30, and it's had to be 70-30.
It's I'll tell you exactly what it was coming into this game. 72-28 is what it was coming into the game.
So it made me feel a little bit worse, but it has really turned, and one of the things we talked about, so 40 rushes for 255. Man.
You've got Des Davidson with 17 of those for 99. 99, he was so close.
Oh, come on.
Donovan Amalo.
Stats, is that you?
Had 10 for 76. Desmond had 1 rushing touchdown. Donnie had 2.
Oops.
Uh-oh, here goes Cabot. Well, Cabot finally getting on the board in this half. Congrats to them.
What was great was, and I'm not making fun of him, but Powell in the backfield, the quarterback, with the fist pump and the #1 signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's okay though. I mean, that's a great run, and I'm gonna tell you that guy.
Kreiner
yeah. is legit. What year is he?
He's a junior.
Of course he is.
Yeah,
Why would he not be a senior? Man, he's got some wheels. I like watching that guy run. Not against us, but I like watching him run.
Hires extra point is up, and it is good. Cabot gets on the board here in the second half. It's 45-14. This is Conway Wampus Cat football here on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Purple and pink night for the classy students, and they've been having a blast.
There in the middle of the screen, I see that's Emily Zimmerman with the long hair. She is with the volleyball team, and the way she is tall like she is, that's proper, right?
Right. Makes
she's
sense.
fantastic. She plays fantastic volleyball for our Lady Cats, and they are approaching. They are undefeated in the conference.
Yeah.
And they play senior night. I think is this Thursday night. Against Jonesboro, so come out and watch the Lady Cats. They are fun to watch, man.
The kick is to Trez Hammond. Trez gets a chance here. Flag coming in. Every time.
They're going to call that on Blake Kordsmeyer because he was riding this guy too long. It's like they're trying. It's like they want to give Buck James as much ammunition for this week as possible.
We've officially passed our penalty total from last year's Conway Cabot game. We're at 13 now in the night.
Of course we are.
Well, we average 6 a game.
Why is the clock stopped? I mean, that's a question I've got.
Going to go ahead and say hello again to Jackie in Cleveland, Tennessee. I was thinking, you know, she might not have heard it at halftime.
Yeah. It's good call out.
So I'm going to say it again. Thanks for watching.
Daryl came in and talked to us. Family in Tennessee. She watches every ball game, he said.
Yeah.
Every ball game.
Conway will start this drive back at the 10. Give it to Trey Harris here. Trey fresh off his first touchdown as a Wampus Cat.
Man, he looked good doing it too. That was excellent. So do we have any new offensive linemen?
Well, Langston's back in. Or why do I always want to call him Langston?
And that's Kingston.
Kingston
yes.
Jackson is back in. I see 64.
That's going to be Navin Richardson, a sophomore.
Yes.
Trey Harris and Kobe Irwin out there. You have
Tavik Somerville, Navarro, Ronnie Navarro still in.
Alex McCray and Blake Horsmeyer.
There's a Cabot Panther down on the field.
Okay.
They're getting him up now. I believe that's Hunter Corbishley.
I mean, they've had a lot of injuries tonight. All right,
45-14, Tim. This was
wow.
I mean, we set it up in the intro. I mean, pivotal game, honestly.
Yeah.
Even beyond thinking about what happened last year, it just is what it is, the way they line up in our schedule, that this is just a huge test right in the middle of conference play.
It is, and I mean, you know, and the fact of the matter is that Northside is down this year, and that's just a fact. I mean, we talk about it. You know, we like to see.
And they're currently down to Jonesboro by 2 scores.
Yeah, so this little run that we have to go on every year, North Little Rock, Cabot, Northside, is really a brutal stretch. Fortunately, you know, Northside's down. I'm not saying we're going to win, but you got to go to Mayo Thompson, and that's just a tough place to play.
It was a really tough place to play 2 years ago.
Got a flag. I'm not sure exactly what that's for.
After the Trey Harris run was going to bring up 3rd and short.
I think this may be on Cabot. I think this may be on Cabot.
Okay, well.
Yeah. He threw the ball.
Okay.
I think he picked up the ball and threw it and created a delay. And what that did was give us a first down. So.
Maybe we might not see him
Look
again.
at the size of Kingston Jackson out there, number 77, just to the right on the right side of your screen.
Well, we ran into Coach D back still in the summer, and he was telling us a lot about Kingston Jackson. It's the one he's excited about coming on their way up.
He has to put it together, but man, if he
They're
does.
excited about Trey Harris as well. Trey Harris getting the 300th first down for your Wampus Cats tonight.
He got tackled by the back of the helmet, which, again, I get where we are, but great run by Trey. He's coming out now. Just a little bit of a wobble in his step there. So that is going to be, is that
Alex McCray in at receiver here on the near side, alongside Bradley Retzloff.
Who's that in the backfield?
It's 38.
Oh, is that
Devin Davis? Or, yeah, it's Devin Davis.
Devin
Pretty
Davis,
sure.
Yeah. Good run that time. Picked up 5.
Devin Davis, the ball carrier.
Under 6 minutes to play in the game.
Letting the clock run a bit.
Second and 5. They give it to Davis again. Davis bouncing it out to the right. Pick up about a yard.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, he did a lot of that on his own, but he did everything right there. Good stiff arm on the edge.
I think Kyler Faison is in on the offensive line, playing right guard. I think that's Kyler Faison. 65.
Mm-hmm.
Alongside, well, we talked about Richardson. Richardson's playing center. 3rd and 4. Hand it off again. Up the middle, real close to the marker. Is Amari Davis.
Amari Davis, yeah. This is a guy. He's got to score this year.
He does.
Man, he's got a good, quick first step. I'm excited about seeing what this guy does next year.
I'm excited to see what he does on this next play.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get it here. Oh, look at that.
Gonna pass. Out to McCray here on the near side. McCray turns it upfield, following behind Retzloff.
Yeah, good block out there on the edge, and really a good job using that block. Alex McCray. Good pick up there.
Derek Hodge. Or no, excuse me, Gavin Garrison in at receiver.
And Adrian Smith in at running back, number 49.
Adrian's a senior. 2nd and short. Give to Adrian. Adrian turning the corner, gets a first down.
Good push right at the sticks, Adrian. Nicely done.
There's a lot of drama coming into this game, and you just didn't know. You know, sometimes you just don't know. What are we looking at over there?
Up to 36 first downs.
We could get to 40.
I will tell you this. I mean, we talked about it again. You know, this could play out this way. We needed our running game to go well. This is a tough defense. Look at that. Okay.
Smith, 2nd carry, picks up 9.
All right, Adrian. Nice. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
And Wesley Tapp will come off.
Max Owen.
Yeah, we'll get a look at Max Owen at quarterback. Not our first time to see him on the field. He's got a catch on the night.
And
Jaden Ho in at receiver.
That or Cameron Kidd. It's blue offense.
The blue means that's who we would expect it to be if we ever see their number.
Yeah, okay. So Jaden Ho out in the. And there you go. It's first down. Number 37.
First down, number 37.
Yeah.
Not number 37 on the field.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
But we talked about the needing to be able to run the ball, and I didn't really know if we would do that against Cabot, but it feels really good to get it against Cabot.
Yeah. No, it's great. That is a great point. Give to Davis. Davis, huge hole up the middle. Davis, 28 yards for the score.
Woo! He hit the seam, brother, and it was over. Wow.
Touchdown for the senior.
Oh, yeah. Holy cow, what a run. Stats came in and said Wampus Cats by 90.
That is what he said.
He wasn't far off.
Well, it always feels good against your rival.
Yeah.
But especially after the way things went last year.
Yeah, I agree.
It feels even better. Conway up 52 to 14. 2 minutes left to play when we come back here on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Jeff Matthews. You've probably seen commercials like this one for Conway Corp TV, our streaming video service. And maybe you thought you would get around to calling and making the switch. Well, I'm here to remind you to make the call. Now is the time. Stream your favorite channels of live TV at home or on the go on the Conway Corp TV app. You'll love innovative features like Restart TV, Replay TV, and the Cloud DVR. Call us at 501-450-6000 and make the switch to Conway Corp TV today.
Minutes to play. Back live here in Conway. Get to see Will Upton on the kickoff here. That's a dangerous ball over there on the far side. Conway coverage getting down there quickly.
Nice.
52 points from your offense tonight. This is an offense that coming into the game was averaging 46 points per game. They surpassed that. And they have the top scoring offense in the 7A Central and the best scoring defense in the 7A Central as well. The defense only giving up 12 points per game. They sadly went over that total tonight. But
Max Preps has Conway at number 4 in the state.
well, you know how I feel about this.
Arkansas Democrat Gazette has us at number 3.
That's the overall top 10, which doesn't matter. They have us at number 2 in the 7A.
And how does that? Yeah, okay.
Well,
I brought that up. I'm bringing this storyline on myself.
Who do they have at number 1, Tim Roach?
They have Bryant.
Yeah.
They should be number 1.
Okay.
No one's knocked them off yet
Okay.
from in-state. They've lost a ball game.
They have?
We haven't, but I mean, that's beside the point.
We can't be number 1 until we beat them. That's just the
Okay.
just the God's honest truth.
I don't even argue that point.
Okay.
I'm not.
Then what's your disappointment with
why
the
are you-
rankings?
Why are
then?
you talking about it? Just to get me going. That's ridiculous.
Oh man, what a night for your Conway Wampus Cats.
Man, they have really done it. I mean, and here's the thing. How many penalties? 13, 12?
I think 1,300,
13 penalties.
yep.
Now 13 penalties. And, you know, at some critical moments, and you're able to overcome all that stuff and still put a whipping on Cabot. I mean, that's a good night. And we still have tons of stuff to work on. I think Coach James will talk about that. And when we get together with him next week, he's going to talk about it.
But overall, you got to feel a little bit better than you did after the North Little Rock game.
Absolutely.
Huge win for your Wampus Cats tonight at home against the rival Cabot Panthers. Final score 52-14. Just ignore the scoreboard because the scoreboard in the stadium is going crazy right now. Final score 52-14. Conway moves to 6-0 on the year, 3-0 in the 7A Central. And now there will only be 2 undefeated conference teams. That's the number 1 ranked Bryant Hornets and your number 2 ranked Conway Wampus Cats.
Sounds like if we can take care of business, we're going to take it one game at a time. I can already tell that about Buck James. It's one game at a time. He doesn't even want to talk about the Bryant game, but it's looming out there. We just got to take care of business to get there. Well, I expect them to take care of business to get there as well.
And the business next is next Friday up at Fort Smith, another long road trip. We will have it for you live up at Mayo Thompson Stadium.
Mayo
Thompson Stadium. That is the next game on the calendar for your Wampus Cats up at Northside, and we will be there. Our thanks tonight to Wayne Bailey, field producer, working 2 games in a row.
Wow.
Pulling double duty, as they say.
Yeah.
Keith Kelly, our director. Dewey Farmer on replay. Alex Douglas, David Tooley, and Jenna Kelly on the cameras tonight. Loved having 2 sideline cameras tonight. Added a lot of variety like you're seeing right now to the broadcast. Scott Taylor on stats, Justin King on social media, Kara Kirby monitoring the stream, and of course our thanks as always to executive producer Jeff Matthews. He was here tonight. He was making things happen. He's Tim Roach. I'm Levi Gilbert, and we will see you next week at Fort Smith Northside. Your undefeated Conway Wampus Cats hit the road. We'll have it for you there. Thanks for watching.